Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of MNW Firing Line. I am your host, Joe Mojo. I am running solo for the time being, but hey, that doesn't mean that we still can't have some fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize once more for not being able to do a show last week. Valentine's Day weekend was a big one for me. Robbie and I actually went to go see the culmination together. That was very nice. But afterwards, I had to go right back to my little getaway with my wife Celeste. And yeah, we needed that. Oh, it was relaxing. And unfortunately, I was not able to do a show last week. I wasn't able to show off the In a Nutshell last week due to a lot of reasons I wish not to get into. But hey, we are here now. We are in the middle of the road to Future Shock and the next breakdown coming up in April. So let's get on into it. Let us shift over to our default screen here, provided by R. Sawyer. And we are going to start off with Friday Night Flashbang. It was a really loaded episode today. I think, ever since the C-101 was, ever since the C-101 wrapped up, this is actually, I think this is the most segments that we've ever had in a Flashbang episode. But let's just point out the obvious. This coming from the culmination. Victor Vicious getting a victory over Mizuki Napier for Victor's World Heavyweight titles, for his World Heavyweight title, albeit a few shenanigans. Yeah, let's call them shenanigans. During the match with the returning Nero Napier and La Priest Minotauros. Actually, no. It was Satiris Facilicus. That's the one. La Priest we still have not seen in a hot minute. And as well as Ginger Boy getting the win over Jack Andrews to become the tournament winner of the C-101. We will be hearing which champion Gingy's going to be going after here in just later on today. But until then, let's get right on into Friday Night Flashbang with a promo from the former World Heavyweight Champion, Nero Napier.
Long time no see, Friday nights. Victor Vicious, I'll cut right to the chase. You two-bit, sneaking, stealing piece of garbage. You think you can use my old playbook to beat my own wife? I don't think so. Now, yes, maybe back in the day, that would have been something I would do. But I've turned over a new leaf, and I thought you were supposed to be better than me, Victor. But it appears we are two snakes in the same grass. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to bring your want-to-be godfather ass to this ring, and you are going to give my wife a rematch. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Out here now.
Sorry to cut you off there, but I couldn't help but hear you say you're demanding a rematch for your wife. I didn't realize that she didn't have a mouth for herself. Sorry, but Vic's a little bit busy tonight, and Mizuki can go back to the end of the line, where all the other losers go. You're not special anymore. Victor already beat you.
Oh, speaking of people that let their wives run their business, how's Kuso? Hutch? I asked for Vicious, not his lapdog. See, I thought Mandalorians had a little bit more, I don't know, dignity. But apparently, your brain is as messed up as your targeter, because you're missing the point.
You know, it's funny you should bring up Kuso, because you actually did us a favor, Nero. And I have to thank you for that. Because for once, she and I see eye to eye on one thing. And one thing only. And that's we're sick of the Napiers getting in Vicious's business.
Who are you now? Well, how cute is that? I'm glad that your marital problems could be fixed. I fix everything around here, after all, and I'm going to fix your boss unless he does the right thing and faces my wife again.
Actually, Nero, you're not, because you have a different match here tonight. You see, my job is to make sure people like you stay off of Vic's back. And Kuso wants her hands on Vic, and you and Mizuki are getting in her way too. So guess what, Nero? Now you don't just get to deal with me. You get to deal with both of us. You and your wife.
Oh, is that so? You want to duke it out with the power couple of MNW? By all means, Hutch. Bring your wife. Bring your tricks. And once we go through the two of you, there will be nothing between us and that championship.
You understand the severity of the situation you're in. Kuso and I have our problems, but you're getting involved in Mandalorian business, her job and my job. And for one night, we're gonna get on the same page to deal with you, and then I will deal with her, because I'm sick of everyone having my wife's mouth, her name in their mouth.
Well, then I guess I'll see you later tonight. But how about a bit of a preview?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are off and running. Nero Napier and Hutch Cale are squaring off in the ring. Rapid, welcome into the broadcast. This is a hell of a way to start the night.
Absolutely, Nero's back and he is pissed. What nightmare! You're top 4 today.
And look out, Hutch catching an air from Nero. Nero is back on front again. What a way to kick off Flashbang.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nero Napier calling out Victor Vicious for a rematch for Mizuki, but Hutch Cale pretty much saying no. And then later on in the night, the Cales are actually going to be on the exact same page in a tag team match against Mizuki and Nero Napier. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Finally, the Cales are on a same page protocol here, and I am here for it. I have been so anxious, and just it's been one of those things in the back of my mind. I'm like, okay, who's gonna cave first and lose their pride? It turns out enemy of my enemy is my friend, despite the overlooming bounty that Kuso still has on Victor that she's about to that she wants to claim. So that's something interesting. Until then, that will be later on in the night is the Cales versus the Napiers. Until then, we have another member of Apex coming out in a match, as well as the Cartel. We have the Crimson Phoenix of Apex going up against, representing the Cartel, going up against Nitzig Gunk Gobbler. And this is, I'm not going to lie to you guys, big freaking pop-up uppercut from the start. Nitzig has been shown to just take control of a match early. But here's the problem. Anytime, Crimson Phoenix is definitely one of those wrestlers that anytime momentum even begins to shift against them, they are always just right there. They're always just right there having it, like, trying to get it into theirs, into their own. You know, Crimson Phoenix still on a pretty good hot streak as of late, no pun intended, because, you know, Phoenix and literal fire coming out of his hands, chest, and feet. But as well as, I mean, before the C101, I think he was at a 4-match win streak, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, and if I am, please sound it out in the comments. In the comments or in the Twitch chat. I mean, Nitzig Gunkabla. I believe the last time we saw him was going up against Brawl Kaiser. That was a fantastic match. No, it was not against Brawl Kaiser. It was a while back. I remember that. Yeah, it was the trios match. It was the trios match with him, Hutch, and Earl King West against the Troll Train. That's when we last saw him. Maybe you haven't really seen him much in a singles competition as of late, though. And I'm not going to lie, even though Nitzig is a really good tag wrestler, I think singles is where he excels at the most. I mean, I'm sure Vic saw that too and wanted, and I mean, that's why he chose Nitzig to go after the Interdimensional Championship. Whoa, big power slam straight onto the Crimson Phoenix. Yikes. Apologies if there's going to be a lot of gaps. I'm also trying to save my voice and also make sure that I don't drink as much water as I am given right now. But much like I said earlier, just when the momentum shifts into the favor of Phoenix, he immediately tries to get right out of it. But that counter from Nitzig, though, trying to counter that neck breaker. Strong Irish whip into the corner and then just planting the beak into the middle of the mat. Yikes. Oh man, here's my thing. Here's my question. When is like Crimson Phoenix going to get his shot at the Interdimensional Championship? I mean, hell, or even the World's title at this point. I'm sure. I mean, we all know Spike's going to be the next in line for Victor Vicious's title. Ooh, kicking right out of two there. We all know that Victor Vicious's next contender is going to be Spike, and I'm just thinking like after Spike, Crimson's got the. I mean, Crimson does have the charisma to lead, like to lead a brand and whatnot. But granted, I'm sure the Napiers would rather have him go for the Interdimensional Championship, given that the heads of Apex would rather have the world title themselves, and I don't blame them. Mizuki's terrifying, and Nero, yeah, about as equally terrifying. I would not want to upset either one of them lizards. Ooh, big clothesline. Taking the big man down with ease. Although, I'm also just now thinking about the match between Brawl Kaiser and Crimson Phoenix, and it's awesome. Think about it, chat. Think about it in your mind's eye. That's going to be crazy, nutty, and high-flying. But until then, let's focus back onto this match. On the outside, we got the Crimson Phoenix taking it to Nitzig, countering, but Nitzig giving a counter of himself, of his own, mind you. Slamming his beak into the thing again. And looks like trying to go for a count-out victory, but both individuals go right into it, go right back into the ring.
Down he goes. Back there.
And it looks like Nitzig is setting up for a big freaking strike to his freaking. Once again to the beak with his shin there. I mean, yeah, I'd call that a kick. Now I'm thinking about it. It's been a couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, another freaking knee strike straight to the freaking face. I mean, Nitzig is trying to go for the beak a lot on this one, especially driving that beak right into the turnbuckle, teaching Crimson how to count. Oh, looks like he's got him tied up into some sort of leg lock. Oh, this is some sort of like reverse figure four. Oh, God, just stretching it out there. Picking up Phoenix, but nice little arm drag. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of would like to put Crimson Phoenix up as one of Flashbang's best strikers, up with Mizuki and like. I think we actually do have a lot of good people with a good striking game. I mean, Brandon Boss as well, even though he does have that boss ton crab like submission like maneuver. Oh, the Daka Dropper! Straight onto Phoenix, going in for that cover. One. Kicking out at one. Nitzik can't believe it, even though he is busted open. And dragging him into the ropes. Strong Irish whip. And just runs right on into him, just driving the back of his head into the mat. Oh, looks like the ref. Nitzik was a little upset with the ref, but the ref got out of the way in due time. He's trying to figure out what to do next, and then, ooh, headbutt to the eggs. That's not good. Right in the bird eggs. Big clotheslines. And a nice little power slam. I mean, I would actually like to see Hutch and Nitzik tag team once more. They are a freaking vicious duo. Put them in any kind of tag team match, and they typically come out on top 9 times out of 10. I mean, after the Time Bandits clear up, after the Time Bandits either win or lose their tag team opportunity, that means, I mean, freaking that would still mean that both members of the Mad World would have their schedules cleared. You know for a fact Hutch would love to try and take. Oh, Phoenix down! Going for that cover. 1. You're right by the ropes, Nitzig. 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Crimson Phoenix. Continuing on that winning streak of his, the Dapper Bird claims another victory. V for victory signs all over the place. And there you have it, folks. That was, oh man, not gonna lie, that was a fantastic match to watch. I had to watch that on the YouTube, on the Twitch VOD, but oh my god, I was on the edge of my seat, honestly. But hey, we're not done talking about the cartel. Coming up next, we have a in-ring segment from the World Heavyweight Championship himself. Sorry, from the World Heavyweight Championship, from the World Heavyweight Champion himself, Victor Vicious.
So it seems, since we're talking about having other people's names in the wrong people's mouths, everybody seems to want a piece of Victor Vicious. Mizuki wanted a piece, and she learned the hard way that there's a new sheriff in town. And the spoils always go to the victor. And we've got little Spike, who's now all riled up about his opportunity to come after me. We've got the Crimson Phoenix, who congratulations on your win, by the way. But Nitzik did his job. He reminded you that you're no match for the cartel. You only survive if we let you. And now Mizuki is sending her husband after me. I thought you retired, Nero. I thought I put you out to pasture, or whatever they do to lizards. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do to you and your wife. I'm gonna make a nice pair of lizard boots if you keep coming at me and trying to take away what's mine.
Oh boy!
Of the #1 contender for the tag tournaments, the Sandman is interrupting the champ.
Sorry to cut you off, I just need to make one thing clear. It seems like you have a very selective memory when it comes to certain events that relate to you and your cartel buddies. Do you not remember that Hutch tried to get in the way of our match with the Mad World? Did you forget that we're next in line? Speaking of who's getting a title shot when?
You know, if I'm being perfectly honest, Sandman, I forgot you and Thunderbolt were even around. I thought maybe you had learned your lesson after the cartel put you and all of House Caliban in your place in the only Survivor Series match this company has ever seen. But if you're back for more, all I could say is get in line. I've got a waiting list for the VIP. No, you know what? That's kind of the problem. Thunderbolt and I have been waiting for years. And now, on the precipice of getting another tag team title opportunity, Hutch wants to cut a deal with Kuso to cut the line with the Mad World? Don't think I forgot about that just because the C101 happened. It's not going to go down like that. We are next, and those belts are out. Maybe you forgot my little saying. The victor always gets the spoils, and you can't spell victory without victor. I run this show now. So, if the cartel cuts the line because Kuso and Madness make a deal, that's on them. Call off your goons, Vic. That's all I'm asking. If you want to get in line for a title shot after we beat the Mad World, by all means. But there is no reason for Hutch and Nitzig to be cutting the line after you've already blown multiple opportunities at the tag belts. Or did you forget that? Your boys just didn't get the job done. My boys will get the job done because the cartel has never been more focused. And in case you forgot, Madness and Kuso don't exactly roll with us no more. So maybe you should be taking up your problems with them. They don't answer to me, but they will. Their time is coming. No, Vic, actually, I'm not going to talk to them. Because apparently now Kuso is busy. People keep overlooking the Time Bandits. So here's what we're going to do. Since you also can't spell victim without Vic, I'm going to make you a victim. You and me, main event here tonight. If you've got the balls. You know, since everybody else is busy. Sandman, I respect the hustle. And I respect the grind. But right now, you're not on my level. Maybe one day. Maybe. But right now, you should focus on the Mad World and whatever that situation is, because you don't want none of this. Fact, none of House Caliban wants a piece of this, but you're in luck, because I'm getting sick and tired of the Napiers and of Spike saying that they think that this title that I have around my waist belongs to them. So tonight, I'll make you the victim, and I'll send a message to all of those fools that the reign of the cartel is far from over.
Taking a cautious way out of the ring, ladies and gentlemen, your main events later on in the night is the Sandman, one half of the number one contenders for the World Tag Team Champions, going up against the World Heavyweight Champion himself, Victor Vicious. And there's a lot to unpack here. I mean, Sandman and Thunderbolt are kind of in the long line of like Flashbang originals that seem to be kind of getting overlooked. They feel like that they haven't gotten their shot, even though they've been in a lot of prolific matches, a lot of big moments in Flashbang since its inception. Don't really have any gold to show for it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised that that Time Bandits never took the belts off of the Bone Warriors back in 2020. It's been a long year. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we will be seeing that match later into the night. But we are getting into some trios action. We have Vaporwave, Rico Rose, Apollo Hades, and Aguilong going up against the Grand Equation, Lionel Matrix, Hey Mr. Rabbit, and Henry Colt, the Colt Classic. And we are on to the races. We got Aguilon and Rabbit squaring off. Lionel going after the big man Enrico Rose. And Henry Colt in the back teaming up with the one that's hotter than you, Apollo Hades. I believe both of these teams may... I know for a fact that Grand Equation went to round 2 of the Doomsday Trios tournament, whereas Vaporwave lost out in the semifinals. Still very, very great tag teams. I mean, you got Grand Equation, who are all submission strike-based wrestlers, and then you got Vaporwave, who are kind of one of the more well-rounded teams. You got Apollo Hades with his pretty good grapple game. Aqualung with his speed and well, again, striking game. And then Rico Rose with the freaking full Nelson that he applies onto people. Jeez. I haven't seen anything like that since freaking Masters. And here we have a Boston Crab onto the Colt Classic himself. Lionel Matrix trying to help his buddy out. And then here you have the Grand Equation actually teaming up on Apollo Hades right here. Aguilon trying to help out his tag team partner, but gets trapped into the crossface like maneuver. Can't remember the name of that actually. I should probably get that list. Oh, this has got Rico Rose just lifting and slamming Henry Colt right onto the mat there. God, I'm always amazed. Oh, here we go. There's that full Nelson I was talking to you guys about. Henry Colt is trapped in it. Well, he tapped, ladies and gents, but he breaks right out of it. And Colt wisely getting out of the ring. Oh, here we have, oh God, what looks to be like the juicer. And then rolling it, Aguilung up. Rico Rose breaks up the pin and a big slam right onto Lionel Matrix. 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Rico Rose pins Lionel Matrix. Your winners are Vaporwave. Oh man, that was a very surprising victory. I mean, yeah, Vaporwave got to the semifinals of the Doomsday Trios tournament for obvious reasons. And Grand Equation, I'm actually very surprised. That freaking popped me. I'm not gonna lie. I was so shocked whenever I was going back watching this episode. It's because like we have had Lionel Matrix take 6, 7 people's finishing maneuvers and still kicking right out and still pretty much not letting go his stride. I guess tonight was just an off night for the Rookie of the Year, but I can guarantee you that he is going to come back and he's going to be fiery. But we were talking about the Bone Warriors just a little bit ago. We were talking about the next number 1 contender for Victor Vicious's World Heavyweight Championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hear from Spike.
Ooh, Victor Vicious! You've been doing a little bit of too much talking lately. But Spike knows that it's all because you scared. Because you know that sooner or later, I'll be coming for you. That's why you be ducking me. That's why you said yes to Sandman. Because you don't want to deal with a Bone Warrior. You'd rather deal with a Time Bandit. Problem is, he gonna beat your ass. But that leaves Spike with nothing to do here tonight. You see, Sandman couldn't get after the tag titles, so he went after Vicious. And Vicious told Mizuki no, so that took the Chaos out the equation. And here's little old Spike here with no one left to fight. Or so I thought. Because you see, there is somebody that might be as crazy, somebody that might be as wild as Spike. And I think he's free tonight. So how about it, Flashbang? How about we have ourselves a little party? I like the sound of that. That's right. I'm talking to you, Madness. Since your tag partner is busy, since my opponent is busy, how about you bring your little booty down here and shake it all the way into this ring so that I can put my boot up inside it? I'm sure we're gonna have a real fun dance together. I've been looking forward to fighting you again ever since you took my tag belt. How about a little revenge? You see, because sooner or later, Burden gonna be back. And after I take care of Victor Vicious and win the world title, we coming for you next. That is, if you can survive the Time Bandits. And if you can survive Spike here tonight. So how about it, Mad One? Do you have what it takes to dance with the Voodoo Doctor? Or are you gonna be as scared as Victor Vicious and Duck Old Spike? See you later, partner.
A bit of a revenge from Multivania last year. Spike challenges one half of the World Tag Team Champions, The Madness. This makes 2 matches later on in the night where number 1 contenders are going up against another champion. So yeah, that's going to be some interesting stuff going forward. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we got a pretty good match coming up for you guys next. We got Spectre Sonata, PM, the CG Ghost, and TK in tag team competition going up against Joseph Kalman, and Sugarfoot Irons being led to the ring by fucking Wang, just being hidden out in the corner there. So fabulous. And starting off the match, we got CG going up against Kalman. Yeah, CG Ghost, I hear, has not been very happy with the goings-on of when Doom won the Nexus for the best promo. And I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been on record saying that I really hoped that Spectre Sonata would have won that promo contest, because they did a fantastic job, put a lot of hard work into it. But unfortunately, Doom just took home the gold in more ways than one. We have CG setting up Kalman in a trio wall-like position and just rubbing his face with his boot. Ugh. CG Ghost, a regular guest commentator here on Firing Line, and no, this wasn't a bias. I mean, me pulling for Spectre Sonata isn't a bias. I actually do want to see them succeed. They're definitely one of the biggest prolific tag teams trios actually that we have on MNW. Ooh, just stretching out that arm and just stomping on it. Kalman, a very leg-based submission wrestler, likes to apply that figure 4 and then delivering these brutal super kicks. CG tagging in PM Ghost, the Renegade, I believe he's called. If not, then someone send him a message. Ooh, breaking it up. Oh, and a figure 4-like maneuver of his own is PM Ghost. I swear, both freaking PM and CG have been in control of this match. Like, yeah, Kalman's got had a lick of offense come in. Ooh, spine buster into a frog splash. And then PM Ghost trying to run interference. Oh no, but Sugarfoot Irons just takes out the ref and then PM. And here we see momentum shifting into Kalman's favor just a little bit. God, talk about older trios that may have been overlooked. That definitely would belong to Fabulous. Both Kalman and actually all 3 men were our Flashbang originals. Well, both men and fucking Wang. As far as I remember, pronouns are they them for Wang. So I was informed by a bunny. Not the weirdest thing that's ever happened to my life, but hey, it is the Nexus. Anyway, so yeah, we got Kalman just taking it to CG on the outside. PM Ghost trying to run interference. Oh, just stretching out that arm. And then we had to cut the commercial and then in the break we had both men go back into the ring. And then once, I guess PM Ghost trying to show Kalman a bit of a stretching game of his own.
Yeah, seriously.
Ooh, big shoulder check. And here we actually might. Here we got Calvin in. Yep, there we are. We got Sugarfoot Irons getting tagged right on in.
And then he only shows up to be like, bleed on my altar. Like, it's like, God.
That's a word. That's a thing to kind of chime in on.
I am too pressed up on it. Look at him. Look at Sugarfoot go. Nice kick. Ooh.
Ooh, we got an Escarrera arm drag from freaking Sugarfoot. Holy shit. You know, I would actually like to see Sugarfoot like just do like a lot more lucha libre like maneuvers. I think he could pull it off. Nice little monkey flip there. I can see him pull it off with grace. And here we have CG getting tagged on in. Ooh, that DDT! I think Generics had mentioned that this is actually a move that Meme does regularly. Oh God! Playing possum traps CG into that head scissors. You see what I mean? With grace, ladies and gentlemen. And an oof, a cartwheel like flip, like the cartwheel like moonsault, and a bit of a spinneroony leg drop right onto CJ. Yeah, talk about like say AAA do not do the excuse me, let me rephrase that. Say AAA are not successful in taking the trios championships. I could definitely see Fabulous going for those titles if especially Sonata doesn't want to go for it themselves. And that's going to be another mad grab, huh? Ooh, a nice little snapmare there from CG. You know, I'm always amazed when CG kind of keeps his hat on. Oh, and a nice little slick Rick strut there. Woo! Mocking Mad Jack a little bit.
Iron not quite happy with that. To the corner.
Ooh, to the back of the spine there. But yeah, I'm always surprised like when CG how CG keeps his hat on there, and then I remember, oh right, Ghost.
Nobody home and kicked away by Iron. And a back.
Oh God. The ballroom dancer taking control of this ring. Big kick. Iron foot applied. 2. Kicking right out of 2. CG is not going to say die.
And now Ghost catching another kick from Iron.
Another cartwheel like moonsault there.
And Ghost trying to make the tag. Irons would love to continue to punish the Ghost. Both of these two involved in Multivania's dance-off. The first ever dance-off in MNW history.
True.
And we got Sugarfoot dragging CG into his corner, tagging in Joseph Kalman.
So glad. Oh,
Playing possum with CG. Nice little arm drag there. Oh, and then here we see Kalman trying to take control of this match. Like drop kick to the square of the back, but CG immediately whips Kalman back into his corner. Ooh, God. Brutal freaking strike right into the ribs. Oh, God. Just toss him halfway across the ring. Kalman freaking tagging in Sugarfoot, and the freaking Ghost is busted open, ladies and gentlemen. He is leaking ectoplasm. Trying to go in for that graceful ball dancer-like kick, but PM Ghost saw that coming. Oh, God, Ghost, what are you doing? Ooh, big drop kick there. Fucking Wang looking like they were going to get involved, but the Wang is concealed for now, ladies and gentlemen. Not gonna lie, having Wang there as a secret weapon, definitely a smart play on Fabulous. Wang can really tough it out. They can tough it out with the best of them. And here we see Sugarfoot Iron trying to formulate some sort of strategy.
Not sure what Iron wants here.
You know, right back into their corner. Big clothesline. Ooh, trying to go for that super kick, but gets blocked.
Iron Foot missed.
So yeah, saying that PM is a little upset is definitely an understatement. He has been sharpshooter onto Sugarfoot Irons. Is Sugarfoot going to tap out? And he taps, ladies and gentlemen. The Ghosts are successful. Your winners, PM and CG Ghost. Spectre Sonata. And here we see the trio, just big celebration into the middle of the ring. Very nice, very spooky. And oh man, showing that they are the trio. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see them try and go for the trios championships again. And no, that's not my bias talking. That's just mostly me trying to go. Not me trying to go for bleh, words. They are hard. English is hard, man. They are definitely one of the best trios. They are an amazing cohesive unit, and I would love to see them go for that title, like for those titles once more. Speaking of trios, speaking of people who didn't get their trios opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is another in-ring segment from someone who hasn't really been in the ring much often. Ladies and gentlemen, the Son of Thunder, Johan Mjoln.
You know, it seems that there's a lot of disrespect being tossed around. And quite frankly, I'm tired of it. Disrespect towards the train, towards other people's wives. And honestly, it needs to come to a stop. So Nero, I've wanted to get my hands on you again for a long time. And Vicious, you're in my way again on my path towards a world title. So if we're gonna prove who the most dominant couple at MNW is, you can't do it without the Mjolns. So consider your match a triple threat. And I'll see all of you later tonight. Folks, we're getting a triple threat.
Oh my God.
Johan Mjoln, very brief, very simple, very simply says, yeah, that couples match you guys had, yeah, we're making that a three-way dance. That, man, I gotta stop with the innuendos. Anyway, no, but seriously though, ladies and gentlemen, not only is it going to be the Kales and the Napiers later on in the match, but Taigiri and Johan Mjoln are going to be joining in on that match. Oh boy. Bodies are hitting the floor. Jaws are getting destroyed. Someone is going to get their ribs smashed in by a coil. And I don't even want to get into what the Kales are going to be doing to people. Oh god, it's going to be a freaking car wreck. Anyway, but until then, we have a few more matches to go through. Especially with a couple of figures that we have never seen too much of. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fae Queen, Kath Gina, is going up against Mama Draco herself, Moira, of Dungeons and Destinies. Lady Kath Gina having one of the best hot streaks I think that we've seen. I think she's got a good... I would have to check Carla's records, but I think she's on a 3 or 4 match win streak at the moment. Oh god, just grabbing Moira by the head and just tossing her.
And that cheap shot, she's not happy with it. Look at the power again.
And Moira obviously having the power advantage. That collar and elbow tie up straight into the ribs. Oh god, that disrespectful slap.
Moira tried to do it herself in a second cheap shot.
My god. Kath Gina trying to get any advantage that she can. Very smart of her, but a little disrespectful. And, well, let's just say Mama doesn't take disrespect too well. Oh, God, that trying to go in for that knee strike, but it gets blocked off. Man, I can't remember the last time we've actually seen Moira. Oh, no. got an arm trapped. Another Escalera arm drag from the Fey Queen. Cold as ice with that delivery.
Fake Queen going to work.
Picking her up, but oh, Moira gets right on out of it.
Back of the knee. Rabbit
The
with Queen to
fiery dragon-like matriarch of the Draco family, along with her two sons, Lord Bareback and Drathulu.
Nero Napier take on Yo-
Later tonight.
Oh god, crucifix pin.
And a kick out. The Mules versus the Napiers and the Kales in a triple threat.
Going up top, but oh, smacks Moira on, and then nice little Hurricane Rana. God, besides a couple of instances, Count Gina has been the... Oh, no. No. I was going to say dominant force, but here we have a pile driver to the outside. My God.
Concrete.
Show some mercy, Kath Gina. My God.
Oh, she's fucking dead.
I swear, if
damn.
freaking... If Moira wasn't a celestial dragon, she'd be fucking dead. Any normal person gets hit by that, they would have been fucking dead given delivered that by a Fae. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
And Moira has not moved.
Oh, God. Kath Gina trying to go in for that count-out victory.
Moira trying to get back to her feet. Back in
Oh, man. The resiliency of Moira just taking all of this punishment.
And now into the cover. 1, 2, and a
What?
kick
Count
out.
of 2.
And Moira is exhausted.
Yeah. Well, much like Generison has mentioned, we believe that
Out here.
we believe that freaking Moira might have been gassed after that. I mean, that kind of beatdown on the outside could... I mean, I don't blame her.
And now the
Oh, big frog splash.
Moira has not moved. Move to the midsection.
Oh, another... Is this another pile driver?
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Concussed.
Spiking Mama Universe... Spiking Mama Multiverse straight into the freaking middle of the mat.
Again, back to
Oh, no. She's calling her shot.
Get Gina gonna fly. Oh, the hurricane.
Oh, and another Hurricane Rana from the top rope.
Now what has she got in mind? To the corner.
On social media, yes, she is technically a celestial dragon.
Oh, the slap to the face.
Don't ask me how this stuff works. I just remember seeing it whenever covering stuff for the 64-man tournament originally.
The Winter's
Ooh, Winter's Kit. I think that's called the Winter's Kiss or the Winter's Embrace. I think either one. It's Winter's something.
2. No.
Kicking right out of 2.
She kicked out again.
How in the hell is she doing that?
But this has been a different match since that pile driver. Oh no.
Oh no, the DDT.
No, not the Winter Kiss. The
This is the Winter's Kiss. There we go. That's the one. That swinging tornado DDT going in for the cover. Kicking right out of 2.
Gina's getting pissed off.
How?
I have no idea.
Oh, just dragging at that arm. Like I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, if Mama wasn't a freaking if Mama wasn't who she is, she
I don't know either. Oh my God.
the resiliency of this woman. That's all I gotta say. Second Winter's Kiss quickly going in for that cover. 1, 2, kicking right out at 2. Mama, it's okay to say that at least once in a while.
God, your neck has to be
But you, oh man. I can't tell if Kath Gina is upset or if she's delighted to continue going.
Another clothesline.
I can't get a read on that lady. And you know what? That's probably for the better.
And there's the knee. The stomp. And now pulls her out
Oh,
of the
rope
corner.
assisted powerbomb there.
Doing now.
Oh, looks like.
Oh, it ran
Yep, going in for the pin that always works, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, kicking right out of 2. Although I can't say anything about that. That actually worked a lot of times last year.
And look at
Oh no, Moira might not have enough gas in the tank to lift up Kath Gina. The power advantage might be kind of gone.
Whipped in hard.
Moving more into the corner.
Oh my god.
Another knee strike.
And another powerbomb incoming. Sits her down.
Big power bomb though.
And into the cover. Come on, ref. 2. And mercifully, it's over.
And ladies and gentlemen,
God.
your winner,
What a
Kath
push
Gina,
show.
the Fake Queen.
Here is your winner, the Fake Queen.
And I believe this means her winning streak continues.
Gina.
I mean, talk about another contender for the world title, or hell, even the interdimensional title. This is definitely one of them.
Oh my
So yeah, when Spike,
god.
oh no, what's this? Oh no, Moira is not happy with that performance.
Up the ramp.
Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to see what happens in the future. Like I mentioned earlier, we got 2 individuals going for the interdimensional title, as well as Spike going in for the World Heavyweight Championship. And, well, say those individuals not succeed, or, I mean, they do succeed and they get crowned, and they do get crowned new champions, we might have a few contenders. But, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys could see, joining with me in the booth is Robbie Slick. Hey, Robbie.
Hey, Joe. Oh, goodness gracious.
You alright, dude?
Don't even get me started. Tried to get into the office early. Next thing I know, stuck in traffic. All held up because some 10-year-old had to fight some stupid, gnome-sized skeleton with a glowing blue eye and a blue jacket. Was hearing some boss music. Don't know what that whole thing was about.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't ask. I'm already...
This multiverse is crazy, man.
You're telling me. Also, do not take the freeway. That thing is just, traffic is a nightmare. And also, there's so many potholes from that fucking thing.
Good to know. I will definitely, seek alternate means, even if it means more time to my commute.
Just don't take the parkway, take the freeway. That's all I'm saying.
Good deal. But, oh hey, speaking of which, I mean, how'd you like the culmination, since we didn't really have a chance to comment on it last week?
Oh my goodness, the culmination match, and the entirety of that show was just an excellent, just showcasing of the top talent, honestly. And to be honest, I'm kind of a little, I don't know, it feels excited, nervous, nerve-sighted, exervis.
Exervis sounds fancier, yeah.
Exervis, yeah, we'll use exervis as the proper wording here.
All right. Well, speaking about things that are probably going to get you exervis, we have coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, the Jester of MNW, Ramon, representing, well, Ramon and Helix Sucks, going up against one half of the Abyssal Void, the Cleaver.
Here comes the creep show.
Oh, lordy, he cleaving.
Yeah, still carrying that that, I guess,
And now Cleaver. Oh!
Fabergé head of Jagger Blackthorn to the ring.
And now taking it right to the Jester.
He still doesn't like him, even after all this time.
I mean,
And now putting
it takes a whole... To get a crafting thing like that done takes a whole lot, and I wouldn't get rid of it if I were him.
or two Ramon
I mean, I would. That looks disgusting. Like a safety hazard.
Dropped him down to the mat. Wait, what?
And here, what the hell? What's going on?
Eh?
here?
Wait, that's Helix's music. What
Qu'est-ce
the
qu'on
hell?
fait?
It is.
That's Helix's music being played.
Even Ramon is surprised.
Oh god, it's Burden!
To say it's Burden! Burden!
Well,
Oh,
Burden's back
no.
and he's taking out Ramon.
Down.
I guess Burden's not particularly happy about losing in the trios tournament.
Burden is back.
No, I don't believe he's happy at all. In fact, one might say he's a little, miffed.
I'd say
Gotta
miffed.
get- Come on,
Yeah.
Cleaver.
Yeah, no bones about it.
Lean forward slightly.
So,
And now into the cover. You
well,
get
Spike
it.
mentioned earlier what's going to happen when Burden comes back, and here we are, and I think Burden's got some debts to settle himself.
Oh Looks like this match is still gonna go on, ladies
well,
and
you know, you
gents.
can't fault the guy, especially after everything that occurred.
Oh!
But, I mean, there's better ways, you know?
Oh!
I mean, there's always the good old-fashioned, you know, just take it in the ring and face them, you know, in honorable combat. You don't have to come up from behind.
Unfortunately, that's not how either Bone Warrior works.
And now look at Cleaver. Psyching himself up right
And then
here.
here we have Cleaver still trying to take it into Ramon, trying to get that advantage. Nice little wrestling takedown, by the way.
What a side
He
slam.
did, though I did notice that he was having a little trouble lifting him up over the one rope. Looks like he kind of caught himself there, and he was trying to desperately untangle him.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ramon was trying to use that as like some sort of like leverage or something.
Trying to stay on his feet.
Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, Ramon's a tall guy. Seriously, those ropes have to be, what? At least up to 5'6", 5'7"?
I'd have to look that up, but I think that's about right.
1, 2,
Probably about like 5'8".
and a kick out.
Oh,
Jeez.
I've never looked into that, despite me working here for like some odd years.
And a
Huh.
right hand blocked.
No, seriously, if you actually look at it, most of our wrestlers are freaking huge.
Oh god, yeah, especially like some of the older guard in on Warzone.
Another
Like there's
body
barely
blow.
anybody there under 5'11".
Another reversal. Ramon trying to fight back, stomps down on the Cleaver.
Makes you wonder what kind of milk they're drinking.
A lot.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you who needs some milk right now. Cleaver. Getting it taken to him. Ramon just being like, and down you go. Stay on the ground. Oh, by the way, that little trick that was used on me, that's gonna cost you.
Shucked him.
And then he gets tossed.
What the hell?
Oh, and Ramon with a couple of tricks of his own, teleporting right behind him and just giving him a reverse DDT.
again.
Helix cut the lights for real.
And prepping himself up. Going in for a nice charge and punch.
Punchline.
And Cleaver down for the count. 1, 2, kick out of 2.
Now it's Ramon
Uh,
turning the situation. Cleaver
You know,
back to a
you
vertical.
can't expect anything less coming from, you know, the coming from this mad jester here.
Yeah, the gesture of Flashbang against, I mean, one half of the Abyssal Void. I mean, definitely two of the most...
Here we go.
Well, I mean, the Abyssal Void used to be the tag team attack dogs of Earl King West's Empire of Terror, as well as, I mean, Ramon pretty much being a tag team expert himself.
I mean, considering the fact of Ramon's long history, I mean, good lord, this guy wasn't he one of the 4 horsemen?
Yes, he was. He was Pestilence of the Four Horsemen a lot. No. He was Famine. He was Famine with his partner Pestilence Demon.
Yeah, and I mean, considering how well the 4 horsemen work together, it's no surprise this guy can handle his own.
And the punchline is delivered straight onto the Cleaver. 1, 2, kicking right out of 2's the Cleaver.
You know, I've always wondered, you'd ever think he just immediately goes, what did the 5 fingers say to the face, and then right as they ask what, he just says slap right before the punch?
I could see that, actually. I think he'd do that.
Oh, look out. Oh, hey,
I'm just saying, Ramon, if you're out there,
Ooh.
this is free comedy. Comedy gold!
And now grabbing Ramon.
Ooh, but getting tossed like that, you're gonna need less gold, more medical
Here we
attention.
go.
Ramon going for
Arm
the
race in the
elbow.
air. Got him by the goozle.
Another choke slam to hell.
Going up,
By
and
Cleaver.
boom.
Choke slam. Going for that cover. 1,
1,
2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout is the Cleaver. And this creeps me out. Not gonna lie.
Here's your winner.
Just close my eyes and, you know, plug my ears so I don't hear the screaming.
Yeah, because that's the fires of hell being summoned on the ring post when he goes back
After Lord,
behind the
Also, this-
go position. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I also pack SPF 5000.
I'm gonna do a little
This is also why I pack a cross.
Okie dokie.
Oh, don't forget AirPods, just so that way you not only tune out the screams of the damned, but you can replace it with something, a lot more calming.
So, as we load up our promo of the week, Robbie, what'd you think of the match?
Oh, God. What I wouldn't give to have that been a main event match, just at any show. I mean, come on. Cleaver versus Ramon. That in itself is always going to be a one-on-one main event show. I mean, personally, I'd like to call it a slaughterhouse. But you know what they say. Can't spell slaughter without laughter.
God damn it.
I regret nothing.
I respect you for that one.
Thank you. At least somebody finally respects me in this place. Isn't that right, Marcus?
Dude, don't take any of Marcus's shit.
I hate that intern. I'm going to fire him.
It's okay. It's okay. We know Marty's much better. And Marty's gonna be the one who gets hired full-time over him anyway, so...
Perfect. I'm gonna send him out for a coffee run to a place that doesn't exist before we fire him.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have our Flashbang promo of the week. And, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Marty, take it away.
Here you go, sir. The Flashbang recent events you were asking for.
Thank you, Marty. Let's see. Vicky Chan is still heavyweight champ, saw that. Open challenge, boring. Ginger Boy wins C101, saw that. El King West. Too short-lived. Apex attacking security, why? Boring, saw that, boring. Triple A are the new trios contenders. Good, they deserve a proper win. Oh, and what's this? Scott E. Stevens, back from the dead. I'll have to pass on my congratulations to Mr. Andrews. Not that he returns my calls anymore. What else? Kuso teamed with Brawl Kaiser. Oh, you cheeky devil. Oh, a flash drive. Play me. Ooh, ominous. Let's see.
Doesn't matter whether it's this week or next week or 4 weeks from now. The Madness and Kuso Kale are running out of time. Thunderbolt and I are better than you. We always have been, we always will be, and we're going to prove it inside this 4x4 ring. And when we drop you, when you are officially out of time, the tag team titles will be where they should have been from day one.
Bold words, but we've done this song and dance with our respective factions. Remember the Cartel versus the House of Caliban? Because I do. But if you have grown so confident in this extended period of time, then go ahead. Impress me.
And here we got the Madness going up against this man, one half of the Bone Warriors, your number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Spike. And here we got the Madness coming right in, Flashbang World Heavyweight title in hand. And I just
no, Matt T, no heat. Matt T, no heat.
With the hashtag Matt T, no heat coming in, like trending for weeks on end, especially during the MNW Heavyweight Champion title defense last Saturday at the Culmination.
Look, I don't care what anyone says. That hashtag, that is literally one of the greatest I've ever seen. And the fact that it trended so fast and so heavy. Woo!
Yeah, like, it just shows, like, how much that the Madness has won the crowd over.
Yeah.
Here you go. Go back in.
Oh, goodness. And here we just see the Madness just absolutely having a ball against Spike in ring.
Especially going after, like, I mean, he's had, like, 9 weeks of straight matches. He's definitely more than just warmed up.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, no. As far as this goes, this has all been warm up, preparing for the absolute big match. Also, because I know Madness will at least get a little chuckle out of this, and I'm pretty sure so will our producers. Did you hear that you actually cannot play volleyball with the Bone Warriors?
Really?
Yeah. They spike things too much.
Fucking.
I'll be here all week, folks.
God damn. Back to the match.
Yeah, speaking of things getting damned, Madness getting damned into the literal ground and now into the corner by Spike, who then decides, a shoe, and boom!
Big
Shakalaka.
voodoo splash, but Madness quickly recovers, whipping him into the corner, and was striking a big enziguri.
Voodoo you voodoo? Well, he voodoo you.
God, I remember in college where that's all people were saying is like, who do you voodoo?
Yeah. I can't even remember half my college days.
You're not missing much. And here we go. And just retching at the neck of Madness is Spike.
Literally just going in, going hard, smacking the absolute crap out of Spike, putting him down onto the ground, boot to the face, just going, can you get this off my shoe? Thank you. And then just kicking him in. Going up top. What's Martino he got?
Oh, Chaos Moonsault!
Oh. But wasn't enough to keep Spike down.
Apparently.
In fact, Madness looks like he's actually wanting to be not in that corner. Oh, never mind, it was a fake out.
Fake out trying to go into that leg lariat, but Spike saw that coming a mile away. Roll up. Going in cover. 1, 2. Kicking right out of 2.
Woo! I forget how seriously intense these matches with Madness and Spike get.
I'm just surprised that Madness hasn't gone for the turnbuckles.
On one hand, yes, but on the other hand, I think he's recounting the turnbuckle luck.
Yeah, I mean, the turnbuckle luck won him like a couple of matches, at the very least one match, and especially when it came to like the green mist that he used. Ooh, big moonsault, dropping the knee onto the back of Spike's head.
Sweet Sam Hain. That's gonna hurt.
Probably not as much as this coming up. Oh no, Spike gets right on up. No Chaos Moonsault, just a big crossbody.
A good kick down for measure. Lift him up, break the arm. Rolling him over and going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Seriously, what the hell kind of bones does Spike have?
I want to say a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I'll technically be accurate.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But going back for another pin. 1, 2, 3. Madness takes it.
That standing Meteora drops the #1 contender. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Madness.
Matty, heat.
Yeah, we need to get that trending, because that,
What are you talking about? It's already trending on Twitter. Hell, it's already... Did you know there's a literal song of it now on iTunes?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Apparently somebody got a record deal with Madness here and got him to sign away the rights to it. At least for a song version.
Huh.
It's actually pretty good. Top 10 already. I believe number 7 next to Madonna.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, because, what was that one song that she did?
Like a Flurgan? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
but from one from one half of the tag team champions to another. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have the Valentine's Day couples triple threat tag tournament. Not tournament, match. Ugh, I'm fucking up all my words today. We have the Napiers, Mizuki, and Nero coming down to the ring first, as well as Taigiri and Johan Mjoln, the Son of Thunder.
The happy couples. I'm very happy for them. Still feeling not bitter.
And the not-so-happy couples of Hutch Kale and the other half of the world tag team champions, Kuso Kale. And a surprising addition, Tiki the Troll and TK are apparently an item.
Wait, what?
Yeah! Tiki the Troll and TK, the cat spirit, are apparently dating.
How the... But the...
Don't question it.
Yeah?
All we can do is be happy for them.
Apparently Troll Train found his Soul Train.
Yeah. That actually does ring a question. Does this mean a merger? Oh, God, Johan! Sorry.
Ooh.
That was way too fucking
Poor
fast
Nero.
and quick. That was catharsis right there for Johan. Anyway, but seriously, though, like, do you think that this actually means a merger of the trios into, like, some sort of, like, mega faction?
Eh? As long as it doesn't go with how Faces of Fear went super mega, I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind it either, especially with how well, I mean, obviously TK and Tiki, that's going to be confusing, play, like, with how well they gel with each other, and, well, I mean, how a lot of dynamics would definitely be met, but more or less, I just assume it's going to be like an alliance of sorts.
Probably. Though, now comes the real question. If they got married, would you call them Mr. and Mrs. T?
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Because if you don't, I swear, I pity the fool.
Hoping to avoid that. Anyway, back into the match. We have Tiki going up against Hutch Kale, Kuso and Taigiri going up against each other once more. Johan and Nero, and then Mizuki and TK. And I'm not gonna lie, my eyes were on Tiki, on Kuso and Taigiri going at it. Mostly because I've seen that match across so many other multiverses, and by God, is it a banger. Oh God, Johan,
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh no, not again. Not again! Suicide Spear onto Mizuki!
I hope he was at least polite enough to say sorry. You know, you gotta still show some manners, even in ring, when it comes to, you know, the couples matches. Just be like, oh, sorry, eh?
If I know Johan, he didn't. All he said was, "Oh."
Yeah. I mean, that is the universal. I will have to say this. This match, the one thing that's been really keeping my attention in here, Hutch and Kuso. Especially considering the,
Drama, yes.
The, strained love here. Because you gotta think, like, are they taking their aggression out on others? Are they, you know, are they really fuming underneath those helmets? I mean, I can't tell. I can't read facial expressions. Helmets don't have faces.
I think it's an enemy of my enemy kind of deal. Both Napiers kind of screwed over the Kales. I mean, that's kind of what procked this as just a normal tag match. Stargazer to Tiki the Troll.
Going for the pin.
But TK breaks it up in a roundhouse kick to the back of TK's head.
You know, there's also... Can I also just admit, it's kind of cute and funny looking at the relationship dynamic between TK and Tiki. You got big tall troll and you got tiny little kitty.
I mean, we're I mean, where she lacks in size, she definitely makes up in big personality. I mean, she is the lead singer of Spectre Sonata, so.
Wonderful voice. Wonderful
oh God,
voice.
yes, terrific.
You know how hard it is to sing that high in soprano?
No, almost because I have more. I got them deep bass. I got the deep bass tones.
Yeah, that reminds me. Might need to borrow you for Barbershop Quartet then. Look, it's just something the company wants to try out. See if we can, follow.
If this goes about as well as that garage band that they tried, I have no hopes.
Look, we saw what the trash notes were like. Let that one be.
Well, we got PM out of the deal, so.
Yeah, we did. And speaking of deal, look at what's happening in here. Mizuki's awareness. She knows how to deal with somebody trying to do a sneaky little pin behind her.
I mean, it's like I said, words. It's like you mentioned, her perception is just otherworldly. Oh, trying to go for that bicycle kick from Taigiri, but it gets denied.
Denied and absolutely taken down. And there we go, going in for the kick. Failed, lift up, and chokeslam.
Yeah, I think Mizuki excels in these kinds of matches. Just so many people. There's just so many people around, so many things to take advantage of, and oh God, just dropping the freaking, I think Kuso's head right onto her shin there, and then we have a tweet out from on social media from our colleague Travis A. Carey. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. TK for world title, could use Victor as a scratching pose. Let's hope.
Interesting. I had to look into that one.
I mean,
also,
sorry.
I'll save that question for later.
Because we've seen TK go up against bigger individuals like Johan and also Nitsa Gunkgobla, lift them with ease, and just toss them around.
It's like, oh God, I just had a realization. Is she Flashbang's registered anon?
Oh God, possibly. But we had Johan.
God, she's cut.
We had Johan paying the troll toll, 3 count, and your winners are the new couple of Tiki the Troll and TK.
And there we go. I was wondering what was happening to our cameraman down there. But definitely a wonderful match between everyone. Especially, I'm very happy for the new lovely couple.
Oh God, me.
Absolutely.
Me too. I love their, having, talked to them backstage, I mean, the dynamic of their personalities is so good. And we have a tweet out from Tiki the Troll. All love to Johan, but trolling well executed by me and the pretty kitty. Aw, that's cute.
I'm not gonna crack. I'm not gonna crack.
I love sappy things like that.
No, come on, man, get it together. Think of things: monster trucks, Nitzig, Blood Bowl, Philly cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteaks sound good right now.
They do. Speaking of cheese, for the lovely couple, I am fairly certain that there's still that happy little Valentine's Day promotion over on the bakery on 52nd Street. Go get yourself some cheesecake to celebrate your victory. That's all I'm saying.
Hells yes. But we have to go away from that and into another in-ring segment from the good boy, the Sentai hero, your interdimensional champion, Brawl Kaiser.
Hello! Hi! So, sorry it took me till so long into the show to come out here, but I was trying to formulate a plan about what the best course of action would be, and I know Simon is, really interested, and then the Grim Reaper had his whole thing, and they played the same promo twice because they really wanted to emphasize the point that I have a problem here. So thank you so much to the production truck for reminding me of my issues. I appreciate it. It really is helpful.
Anyway, I have come up with a solution to this whole mess that is going to make everybody happy because everybody's going to get the title shot that they want. So, okay, here goes. I wrote this on a note card that I left in the back. Okay, I'm going to go off the cuff or off the elbow. I have an elbow pad. I'm going to go off the elbow pad. Here we go. Ahem. The following is Brawl Kaiser's proposal for the Interdimensional Championship. Seeing as Simon the Psycho was promised an opportunity before the Grim Reaper got involved, I would like to honor the open challenge that I made and that Simon responded to. So next week, I'd like to give Simon an Interdimensional Championship opportunity. And then win, lose, or draw, the Grim Reaper would fight the winner of that championship match. No, hold on. No, yes. Thank you for chanting yes. I really needed that, actually. Thank you. But, Lawson, I know you're listening. I am not making this. This is a suggestion. I am, as Rico Rose has pointed out on Twitter, or whatever social media they use, I am not booking a match for myself. This is a suggestion. So submitted for the approval of the brass. That's my idea. And I really need you to work with me, to work with me, Reaper and Simon, please, because I just want to get this cleared up and move on, and I'm just really tired of being in between people's feuds. It's very stressful. I'm not a counselor. Go Brawl Kaiser.
So there we have it, folks, ladies and gentlemen. That is the best boy giving an opportunity to Simon the Psycho, and if either of them win, Grim Reaper's coming right up next.
Things are looking quite grim indeed. Quite grim.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, if Lawson what's my train of thought here? If Lawson was smart, he would definitely book that match between Simon and Brawl Kaiser, most with Grim Reaper hanging in the wings. Or, and here's my other idea, make it a triple threat. Could have Brawl.
Okay, you piqued my curiosity.
Yeah, Brawl Kaiser, Grim Reaper and Simon the Psycho all at the same time. Get that out of the way. Just get it out of the way. But then again, that means that either Simon and Graham would probably call foul if they lose, or if they get pinned, or if they're like just hanging out on the side as the other two recipients pin the other. So,
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just saying, Brawl Kaiser's way probably feels a little bit more amicable and less cause of further drama, so to speak.
Come on, man. Without drama, half of our entire show wouldn't exist.
You got a point there.
Damn right I do.
But
ask me that muffin.
Which one do you want? The bran one, the raisin one, the blueberry, the banana?
Blueberry.
Okay,
Blueberry.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'm going to save this one for later. Anyway, so, ladies and gentlemen, coming up is the main event of Friday Night Flashbang. We got the Sandman. We got the Sandman with Dr. Caliban in tow. Look, he looks like he's looking much better. And going up against the World Heavyweight Champion, Victor Vicious, with Nitzig in tow himself.
Look at the boys. The boys coming in with the stomp.
Starting off with a bit of a lockup, actually. This is... I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, nice wrestling takedown into a headlock.
Technical wrestling? In my wrestling? What the hell is this, wrestling?
It's more likely than you think.
Like a bull.
Because, like, here we have Nitzig trying to, assist, so to speak.
Yeah. It was a little bit smart, not actually go for a hit, just trying to get him back in the ring.
big splash onto the Sandman. God, Victor taking this match, taking control over this match early.
Trying to break Sandman's legs, beating him while he's down, lifting his leg back up and trying to break it. You know, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Victor, at least, he's very consistent with where he wants to hurt you.
Yeah. He is methodical like that.
Well, you gotta, I mean, when you're running a cartel. Also, something about kneecaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ring that bell in that noggin of Sandman's. And he's just like, you know what? You know what, Caliban? I heard, Cal, you were talking shit.
Probably trying to tell Caliban about his other issues with the murder cave.
Yeah, nothing like rubbing a little bit of the other problems into your opposition's face. And also, speaking of face, Sandman having to take a face full of Victor's back into, well, crushing blow. Moving him up. And here we have Sandman taking it to Victor again. Just being like, nope, not dealing with this. And, ooh,
calf crusher.
Wait, was that chair in there? Huh. Was that chair always in there?
When did that get in there?
I don't know.
I may have edited around the entry of the chair.
What are you talking about? The chair was always there.
It's been there since the beginning of time itself.
Exactly, and it'll be there long after we all pass.
Or until the ref takes it out of the ring.
I wouldn't be surprised if the ref was the one who slid the chair in. But he's taking cartel money.
That's pretty big accusations. And here,
what?
Here we have Caliban talking to the ref, probably telling him, "Hey, there's a chair right there." Ooh, roll up.
Yeah, and what do you know? Oh, never mind.
Rope break from the world champion. Nice ring awareness.
Going for the hit once, failing to the hit, rolling up and getting flung into the air. Vic is looking a lot more pissed and brutalized.
Well, the odds are evening up against the world champion. I mean, we saw him take a very early lead in this match, and now Sandman's definitely getting that momentum swung in his direction.
Yeah.
Weakening those knees.
Weird.
Honestly,
you would think that momentum would be against Sandman, and the longer that he's in there, the more it's gonna be in Vic's favor.
I mean, Victor has shown to be the patience type in his matches. I mean, look at his C101 record. Didn't have a great start to it, but in the end, he did win second place. His match against Jack Andrews was the deciding factor between who was going to win that respective block.
I still am disappointed we didn't get a World Heavyweight versus World Heavyweight match.
We might have one in the future. Who knows?
True. But now Nitsig's coming up, and he's trying to tell Sandman where he can take it.
The blocker,
only for Victor.
The blocker of Du Bois is trying to show Sandman that staying on the outside is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Sandman planting Vic's ass down onto that ground.
Just retching at the neck. Surprised he didn't try to go for more leg-based offense, especially with his hourglass submission move.
Nah, he's enjoying a good old-fashioned beatdown, especially against Vic's face.
Yeah, that had to be a little bit cathartic. Oh, speaking of which, locked in the figure four. Is he gonna bridge up into? He does, into the hourglass.
Will he tap? Will he tap? No.
Victor muscles right on out of it. And a big Uranagi.
Ugh. Always hate it when you get urinaggy.
And then here we have a tequila sunrise. Victor just applying all the weight of himself onto Sandman's shoulders there.
Yeah, only to get rejected and kicked off. But Vic quickly knows. Don't. If I remember, legs. That's your strategy.
Oh.
Here, let me make you suffer.
Cloverleaf-like sharpshooter move applied.
But he won't tap, but he will give you a nice right hook.
Yeah, I mean, have you freaking felt Sandman's right hooks? They are freaking nasty.
Yeah. Oh, no. See what that man has done to a sandbag, one of those boxing things. What are they called? It's the tiny little ball that's hanging off of a machine, and you gotta go like
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name, but I know this name. Vicious clothesline onto the Sandman.
But it didn't put him down. But, getting completely, ugh. That's nasty.
And here we have Victor Vicious and Dr. Caliban having a little discussion on the outside once more, distracting Victor into a nice back suplex.
Gentlemen's disagreement, I'll say that, probably, hopefully. Into the corner.
And then he's out of time. Looked like he was about to go in for that cover, but the ref got distracted for a little bit.
You're out of touch. I'm out of time, but I'm out of my wits, and when you're still breathing.
Oh!
And onto the chair!
I can't remember what that's called. I know that's a big move of his, but I can't remember the name of it. And
I'll tell you what it's called. It's called a spine breaker. At least that's the end result.
I mean, the gorilla press. So that's the out of time. Okay, the freaking walking up the thing was the time. Okay, I remember now. Thanks, Jen Erickson.
Thank you, random citizen.
It's Jen Erickson. I'm surprised he's watching. I'm surprised he's not busy right now.
Doesn't he have a life?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. Interesting. Anyways, while we're back into this match, just ease Louise. Gotta give credit where credit's due. This match has gone on for quite a while, and both competitors still energized, roaring to go. Normally, you'd see, especially for two guys like these, with the amount of power put in, match would have been over by any normal circumstances, but nope. You're giving it 120%.
But unfortunately, the Sandman was read his last rites. And your winner is the World Heavyweight Champion, Victor Vicious. To the victor goes the spoils.
I see what you did there.
He says it like every other week. How can I not?
In nomine e Patre, e Filii, e Spiritus de Sanctea.
You want pizza afterwards?
No, that's the last rites that you read to somebody. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Raphael Samson.
Ah. I am not as cultured as I thought I was. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, that was your main event, which means... Actually, wait, first and foremost, Robbie, what'd you think of the match?
Look, you know my feelings towards the cartel and anything that involves them, especially with the World Heavyweight Championship, Vic. That man is an absolute monster. And when you see him in the ring, you know you're getting your money's worth watching someone about to get the absolute snot and piss knocked out of him.
Somebody gonna get their ass kicked. Somebody gonna get their wig split, indeed. But until then, that wraps up Flashbang for us. But actually, no, we got one more segment left. Ladies and gentlemen, this was actually a very hard one to pick, but this is your Flashbang moment of the week.
Let's go.
Who wouldn't want to invade this match?
Let's go.
What? And introducing fourth at a combined weight of 299 pounds, the team of Tiki the Troll and TK! What? I didn't know they were a thing! And I got pom-poms!
I didn't know they were amazing!
Tiki!
God!
And
With them and going, Viva la Raza.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the reveal of a new couple here in MNW. No longer is it not only is it a triple threat fight, it is now a four-way dance between the Mjolns, the Napiers, the Kales, and now TK and Tiki.
We still need to figure out what the hell their couple name is gonna be. I look, you know what I'm going for.
Go for it. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Go for it.
You could call them as somebody on Twitter kind of geniusly put out the Tea Party.
That's actually better than anything I had in mind, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, surprisingly it went over well. It's already kind of trending on some parts of Twitter, and it's actually pretty good.
So what you're saying is that we need to have the next breakdown in Boston.
It's more than a feeling, my guy. It's more than a feeling.
Well, we were going to have to catch Flashbang Dreaming tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/Edward Bosco for Friday Night Flashbang action. But until then, that is Flashbang wrapped up and in the books. And coming up is the patented segment going in between Flashbang and Warzone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a classic call out this week. An announcement that will be made later on in Warzone. Well, this will make sense. Believe me. Trust me. Anyway.
Fairly certain.
Ladies and gentlemen, an older call out featuring the one, the only, Battlegrounds champion, Sasquatch Wing.
Thank you, Firing Line, and welcome back to the Call Out. My name is Joe. My next guest is the other half of the O-Laws. He is the last known Squatch. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Battlegrounds champion, Sasquatch Wing. Sasquatch, thank you for joining us.
This one happy to talk to Mojo.
Just Joe is fine, but as one of the oldest tag teams in MNW that are still together, and the Battlegrounds champion, for those who have never heard of you before, what can you tell us about yourself?
Many call this one last Sasquatch when first joined MNW, but this one actually come from whole community of Sasquatch. Sasquatch of Skyraptor. This one was actually runt of community, smallest among all males and many females of Skyraptor. Wanted to prove strength big enough to be guardian among Skyraptor Sasquatch. So long journey begin. This one traveled for a long time before finding MNW, where many strong warriors await to fight. This one remained here to gain big strength by fighting against the strongest that MNW has to offer.
What is the Skyraptor?
Skyraptor is Sasquatch community, named for great bird of prey that swooped down on prey from above.
So your community is named after a predator. Do you know as to why?
There is much fighting among Sasquatch communities. Communities make scary sounding names to scare other communities out of fights. Skyraptor, Swiftclaw, Forest Cat, Bone Bear, names like that.
That is very interesting. So is this Skyraptor one of the bigger threats that your community has to deal with?
Greater threats are out there, but because Skyraptor Sasquatch, like this one, live on high in mountains, we strike from high up. Imagine bird size of buffalo sweeping down on Joe.
That is terrifying. Yeah, I see what you mean. So you saw out to prove yourself and stumbled upon MNW?
Yes, MNW have many strong warriors. Many of them not as big as this one, but their big strength could be seen. This one knew that by fighting them, much can be learned from them. This is how this one plans to make this one's strength bigger.
We have heard from your partner in the Outlaws, Raphael Sampson, but I would like to hear your side of the story. How did you two come together?
As far as this one, remember, we formed team for Wish Upon a Brawl tournament with Ogre. Ogre see big strength in this one in Samson, so we formed team for tournament. Run-in tournament did not last, but Ogre leave team. Something about revenge against Daver Boy. But Samson and Sasquatch were made together as Outlaws.
Since then, the Outlaws have been a staple in the tag team division, always getting very close but to no avail. Has it been frustrating getting so close to the tag team titles?
It's troublesome. Defeat always is. But defeat can teach as much as victory. Every fight teaches. Every fight makes strong. If not dead, then keep fighting. Keep growing. Other tag teams know this too. But Outlaws not stop fighting or reaching for shiny tag team belts. Every time, Outlaws get closer and closer to getting belts, little by little. Someday, arms will stretch enough to grab belts and be tag champions. Just need patience and more strength.
Whenever the fan base is asked about who should get another shot at the tag team titles, you and Raphael are always the most voted. So at the very least, you have the fans behind you at all times.
Ha! This would thought fans, big flapping papers were spinning things unseeming at first. World can get strange. But yes, people who cheer for Outlaws give strength as well. Remind us why we fight in Multiverse. Ones who do not believe in own strength look to Outlaws as examples, Simpson say. Eyes that look upon Outlaws matches must see true strength of Sasquatch and Samson. That why all of big strength is shown in every match.
I mean, you also have Old Saint Nick backing you as well. Less than 2 years ago, you and Raphael teamed up with Santa Claus to take on VIP. We forgot to ask Raphael this, but what was it like teaming with Santa Claus?
This one did not know what a claw of Santa was, or a Santa that has claws. When Samson explained that Santa Claus was spirit of giving known throughout Multiverse, this one admit, impressive. Takes great strength of speed and heart to give to all good children of Multiverse. Turns out, Santa also great warrior against those who bring harm to them. He show us that in ring.
It was an amazing match, but let's go towards Battlegrounds. What was it like going through multiple battle royales in one night?
This one enjoyed many battles, mean many chances to prove strength to Multiverse and prepare for big melee that might come up. Makes one realize how strong wrestlers of Multiverse are, and eating them over top rope? Not as easy as it sounds, even to this one. It's fun to make wrestlers fly though.
How about the fights that were to follow? If I remember correctly, you and the Beefling were the ones closer to the top.
Was not like that at first. This one had just one of star chips after first match, but when Beef looked to kick this one out of Battlegrounds, survival mind kicked in. This one wanted Battlegrounds win. So this one could not lose, especially not to one with a mouth that stink of moo-moo poodoo.
Well, just a couple weeks ago, that came to be as you came out victorious, becoming the inaugural Battlegrounds champion. How does it feel to finally win a title?
This one feels stronger. Feel kind of strength that gets to head and make a little dizzy. Good feeling. This one wear shiny Battlegrounds belt. This one think of fights with Sparrow, Nice Ice, Sawyer, Max Thighs, Robinaga, and Baby Beef. Remember feeling of great strength used to get belt and greater strength gained in Journey for belt.
Have you been able to have a chance to show your prize back to your family at Skyraptor?
Have not. This one journey far from home, so it take much time. There's still much to do in MNW. But when this one do go back to Skyraptor, this one will be able to show strength gained in Multiverse, with or without belt. Though this one bet that old Oracle back home looking on this one's fights and telling tales of Sasquatch being two squanchlings of Skyraptor.
What all would you like to do going forward with the title in hand?
Well, this one have belt, but what about Samson? Samson got good shots at singles titles like this one did, so this one helps Samson get one of those. If that not work, then this one use strength from Battlegrounds and Tag Team Division with Samson. Though if Samson gets singles belt, then both all odds get title. Also, this one can have Battlegrounds title and other title, yes?
The thought of a double champion has been on the minds of the roster since the main event Mex began pursuing other titles. It is possible and sometimes even encouraged.
Then this one fight for another shiny belt. All Lords can have tag team and singles belts, or 3 singles belts between 2 Old Lords. This one not think of better way to show bigger strength of Sasquatch Wing and Samson.
With all this being said and done, as we are winding down here, is there anything that you would like to tell the Firing Line audience?
To those who look upon Sasquatch Wing and Lord's battles with encouraging cries and shouts, this one gives all of gratitude for support. To those who face Sasquatch Wing in ring, for good or ill, prepare to learn, as this one will. This one will glean strength from every fight. Use that strength to fight harder. All in Multiverse have strength of R, strength of leg, strength of brain, or strength of trickery, but this one will not back down. All of big strength will be put to test. Nothing will leave ring. So, opponents and all of Multiverse, hear the roar of Sasquatch Wing, the roar of big strength, the roar of victory!
I would like to thank my guests for joining us, and if you would like to see the last Squatch in action, please tune in to twitch.tv/Takahata101 for MNW Warzone, Saturdays at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This has been Joe, signing out.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we mentioned that the reason for Battlegrounds being mentioned was going to be mentioned later on in the night. Well, since we're going right into Warzone, why don't we let the general manager of Warzone, Jerry Aldini, take it away?
Greetings, Multiverse! What a great time it is to be an MNW fan. This mic's working, right? Okay, so let's get into it. First off, I have something really important to say about the C101. It was a great show. We had a great tournament, and later tonight, you're going to hear from Ginger Boy, and he is going to tell you who he is going to face. Also, while we're at it, everyone's asking me questions. You know what those questions are about? When's our next pay-per-view? Well, I have an answer for you. The next pay-per-view, Future Shock, will be taking place March 26th. So everyone, you have until March 26th to get ready, because that's when all the action is happening. Did I say all the action? No, we have the Brawl for Y'all. You know how that's going to work? We are going to have, this mic is working, right? 10 Battle Royals. There's so much going on. Screw it. I'm just going to go to the desk and tell you guys what's going on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Not only are we getting Future Shock, the pay-per-view before Multivania coming up within the next month, but we have the Brawl for Y'all, formerly the Battlegrounds tournament, going to be done on the MNW YouTube channel, in which you should definitely be subscribed to, especially if you're watching this on the YouTube. Hey, if you're watching this, subscribe, like it, and actually ring the bell, because that actually does matter.
Yes, it does.
Because
also, really, we're going YouTube for this one.
Yes, we all the matches are going to be posted on the YouTube channel, mostly because with the C101 gave the brass a very clear idea of, this is holding up a lot of people, and because we had a whole slew of people that were jumping at the bits to get any kind of opportunity, but they were a little displeased with 5 matches of the night being dedicated to that one tournament.
On the one hand, it's understandable, but on the other hand, I mean, when it comes to things like the C101, it's, I don't know, the logistics are always going to be a nightmare. I mean, remember the first, from what I was watching in the archive footages of the original C101, that was all done in like what, a single day, 2 days?
Yeah, the first C101 was a 24-hour live stream. Second one was split between 2 days, and mercifully this one was split between 9 weeks. Now, personally speaking, I didn't mind it being on the shows, but when you take the talents' opinions into account, having it being on the YouTube channel might be the best decision going forward.
More than likely. More than likely.
But hey, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of staples of MNW, coming up next, we have the showcase match. And starting us off on the Warzone side of things, we have the Space Bounty Hunter Yaki Niku Party. As well.
Oh, wow, been a long while since we've seen him. Oh, it's been a long time since we've seen Phoenix.
Yep, Lieutenant Phoenix Hallex coming up next. The bouncer of the Burning Lounge, Uzra. And then the boss of the showcase, not wanting to be undone, Kelly. Coming up next, representing the Absolute Units, we have TJ, the Mint, Gable. And then right up now, we have Death Charge. Death Charge is looking a little bit more free-spirited. Coming right after him, we have Sergeant Major Payne representing Cloud9. And
coming in hot.
And I believe coming in lastly, we have the DJ himself, DJ Milsner.
It's a party now, baby. It's a party.
We have the bouncer, the DJ, the boss, the fireman, the soldier, the scuba man, and the boxer. Oh, and the Space Bounty Hunter. Yeah, this is definitely a party. All we're missing is a table with a lot of drinks.
Honestly, I feel like this is more of a rave.
Yeah, I can see that actually. Just some decent tunes and some body slamming against bodies. No, wait, that's a mosh pit. Whoops.
You can find a mosh pit at a rave.
Wait, can you?
Yeah, that's not even a joke.
I've never, like, I typically never went to clubs because of my, because I prefer, well, metal concerts.
It all depends.
To each their own.
Hey,
anyway.
Speaking of murdered, speaking of the wall of murder that usually happens, the wall of murder that is Depth Charge going up against the Mint Gable.
Yeah, but as we keep talking, TJ is a tough one to put down, getting right back up and delivering a knee strike straight to Depth Charge's helmet.
Yeah, and you know, I gotta be honest with you, that's gotta hurt. I mean, that's pure metal. I mean, what is that, like rustic iron?
I would assume some
steel?
I would assume some sort of iron that would handle going down into the depths.
Something. All I know is, gotta be hard on the knees when you kick them or hit them.
If I learned anything from a previous promotion's competitor, I forgot his name. He was trapped in a scuba suit for like 20 years. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Especially in the case of the Nexus. All that means is that, I can actually hit you harder than normal.
Point, fair point. I concede. Speaking of conceding, man, does it seem like... Oh, there, I was about to ask, like, hey, wait, we're missing a few people in this match. Oh, no, wait, there they are.
Yep. And we actually, speaking of Depth Charge, he was actually spitting out algae. Not sure what that's doing in his helmet, but,
First, I'm gonna say ew. Second, that is disgusting. And third, sir, Colgate. Do you use it if you're getting algae in your fucking mouth?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. And then here we have TJ the Mint Gable going for that cover. And Depth Charge kicks right out of 2. And here we have an actual mosh pit of people in the center of the ring there. Ooh.
Let the bodies hit the flat.
I was about to say, we don't want the DMCA on us.
Well, of course. Also, just... Ugh. I mean, you gotta feel kind of bad for, like, Yaki, Mint, and Pain outside, still alive but barely breathing. And as the fight continues, just seeing the 1, 2, 3, Yakiniku Party first to be eliminated.
And
Shocking.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised seeing that Yakiniku Party was out, especially right there, Uzra pinning Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly?
Yeah, the boss of the showcase has been eliminated second.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's like completely took me aback. Oh, wait, who got eliminated? I wasn't looking.
I think Milsner? Yep, Milsner.
Yeah, it looks like Milsner got eliminated by Phoenix Hallex.
Fireman came in hot. Put out the heat of the DJ. Still.
Oh, big lariat right onto Sergeant Major Payne, and now Uzra's taking it to Death Charge.
Taking it fast, taking it hard, and taking it down. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Poor lad did not see it coming.
He did not. Anyway, so speaking of not seeing it coming, I didn't see Depth Charge going after TJ the main Gable once more and just completely ignoring Uzra. That most definitely is a bad idea in my personal opinion.
Yeah, well, Phoenix Alex going after the mints. I guess he wanted to cool down after dealing with the spicy taste of victory in his mouth after a few of those pins.
Some swift strikes, and Phoenix Hallex pins TJ the Mint Gable.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got Sergeant Major Payne in there. Basically. Oh wait, it's 3 out of 4 of these guys are part of the Bad Batch.
Huh? Now that you mentioned that. Also, apologies for the technical difficulties. Something must have gotten corrupted in the recording and the editing. But yeah, honestly,
I got a feeling I'm gonna look in there and find some murder cave code.
I mean, probably. This is disappointing.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on what's really going on right now. The utter ass whooping that is occurring in that ring. Hey, it's stabilized.
There we go.
Jeez.
But I will say this though, Uzra, despite being the smallest in that ring, is the most ferocious. If you leave her alone in that ring for too long, she will take advantage and she will wreck shop. And it looks like Phoenix Hallex has got himself a second elimination.
Yeah, got rid of Depth Charge. Uzra going for the lift on the fireman and carried him down into the ground.
I believe that is called Primal Fury. Going in for that cover. 1, 2, 3. Phoenix Hallex has been eliminated. And now all that is left is Uzra and Sergeant Major Payne.
They are just... You know what? It was starting off with a bunch of the Bad Batch. It's going to end with the Bad Batch.
Well, hopefully it doesn't end with the botch, because at the top rope, crawl, going for that crossbody, but Sergeant Major Payne just let her fall.
Now, mind you, that floor is not soft.
No, it's not.
I don't care what any of you people say. That is not matting. That is not a mat down there. That is solid concrete.
That is not enough protection to protect your body from being turned into jelly.
Jelly.
I could go for some toast, actually. But not the important.
Go for an English muffin.
But not important. Coming back into the ring. Usos setting him up for that big neck breaker right there.
And just keeping him down. Boot to the head. You know, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Pain's busted open a little bit, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I just can't tell, you know, because bone.
Well, that's a mask. Apparently.
Is?
Yeah.
He was an actual living skeleton.
No.
I feel so lied and betrayed too.
Well, I believe it's his tribute to the unknown soldiers.
Respectable. Respectable. I give commendment. I give commendment on him not absolutely dying right there.
Primal Fury going in for that cover. 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the bouncer, Uzra.
Another in Burning Lounge's corner.
Showing that the Burning Lounge is not taking any steps back even after their loss against Omega Pub at the culmination. They are still going strong. So, Robbie, what did you think of the match?
Quite nice. Quite nice indeed. God, I'm curious to see how this will go. It was good to see a few of the fan favorites make a return. Good to see the Bad Batch hitting pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, if Uzra takes this momentum even further, she could definitely try and go for like the Big Oof Championship, the Nexus Titan. Lord knows Raphael and Boots are going to be looking forward for new contenders for those belts.
And yeah, we have that. We also got a lot of potential. Just have to wait and see. You know, pull a Jim Henson here.
Well, speaking of Raphael, his last match against Juan Chance was met with a little bit of controversy. The ref didn't see Juan Chance, the former number 1 contender, grab the rope and counted 3. So, right now, actually, we will be hearing from that particular individual. Ladies and gentlemen, we cut you to Juan Chance.
Hello, Warzone. Last time we talked, or last time I saw you, I was having a great match with my friend, Rafi. What a good man he is, but good men can make mistakes. Good men can not notice things. I think maybe just a little something was overlooked in our match. Maybe just a little limb poking out from the pile of bodies and cinder. A little limb that was hanging on to the ropes. Now, I'm not blaming anybody for anything. I'm not trying to start any controversy. But I do think that little oversight warrants yours truly getting one more chance. I don't want to be screwed out of anything, but at the same time, that's the story to... The lights are... Oh. Huh!
Wait, he just appeared in the ring!
I hate how he does that.
One chance. Sit a while and listen. For I have a plot twist to your story that needs to be told. For one, you have had an opportunity. You always seem to get one more chance. It's like your name is Fate. But fate is a...
I don't have any mistresses. Besides the ring, besides the action, besides my love for other people and the competition. So before you go making any accusations, storyteller, you might want to take a bit of a look inward at your own story, huh? Because mine isn't done.
Or is yours approaching its epilogue? One, here is what I see coming up in our plot thread. I see storylines crossing over. I see three storylines crossing very soon. For one, you've had your chance at the big oof, and mine is in preview.
So you want these three story threads to cross, huh? You want these three different fates to align, huh? You want your shot, I want my shot. Then, why don't we take it, huh? Why don't you and I both get a chance, huh? Why don't you and I settle this with our friend?
Well, there is the subtext of the matter, isn't it one? For while you feel you have a grand destiny and an exciting climax, I feel that I have a surprise ending in store for you and Raphael Sampson, and a new chapter in the story of the...
I can count to three, Trace, all day. But can you? You seem to want to hog all of the glory for yourself. But, do you know what 2 + 1 is, storyteller? That's 3, in triplia. So why don't we make it that kind of match, huh?
Oh, gee, hi!
Oh my God!
Oh, and now, we're off to the races.
Oh, above the shoulders!
Oh my God, no, this...
Stomp to the chest! What is storyteller doing?
Flexing!
Several standing backflips! The slingshot over the ropes!
Oh!
That was just mean.
Well, this story is definitely going somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Juan Chance from what it looked like, trying to regain another shot at the Big Oof Championship. And then the storyteller giving a lot of cryptic messages.
I can never get a read on that guy. I'll be honest.
No.
He's like an enigma wrapped within a riddle, wrapped within, I don't know, like a quiz. I can't... when you think you finally got the guy down, you just only realize that that's part 1 of a part 30 series.
Yeah, especially with like half of the things that he's been oh god, especially with like half the stuff that he's been mentioning around, especially around the janitor. Like, what's going on with the storyteller? What is he planning? Well, until then, we got another match, ladies and gentlemen. And Robbie, you said you had to head out?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm getting a phone call from Phyllis, and apparently there's something going on down at the arena. And from what I hear, it's juicy. I might come back with a nice little for ya.
Ooh, okay.
Just saying.
Make sure you record it. It doesn't matter if it's just with your phone, and just send that to me in the company Google Drive.
We'll definitely do. And I still don't worry. I still remember the old adage: immediately scream World Star before I start recording.
That's not the old adage, but you know what? Have fun. Have fun with that one.
You as well. Fellas, get the car running!
And until then, we will be getting right into a match with Istanbul, as well as Seth Jackson of Jiff. Seth Jackson in Istanbul of Jiff going up against the Constant Nightmare, Constantinople, and Hightower, Chained Hell. And here we have the big man just locking up right here. For those who don't know, Istanbul and Constantinople over there used to be a tag team, believe it or not. They used to be called the Turkish Delights. Both of them were just big, beefy oil wrestlers until Constantinople got turned into a thing called a rat ogre. I don't know what that is. I don't want to know what that is. And honestly speaking, I think I'm going to be happier for that. That sounds like warp stuff. I don't deal with warp stuff. But I do deal with wrestling matches, and here we have Seth Jackson getting tagged in and just absolutely lifted up in the air. Hightower, the tag team professional, tags in the constant nightmare Constantinople. And we have a follow from Husband Joe. Hey, Joe, how you doing? What do you know? Thank you for the follow, my man. And we got Constantinople just working on the arm here. Nice little monkey flip.
And now you're beating a man made of rubber with the IQ of a cork. Yeah, currently at the mercy of the rat ogre
And
Constantinople.
just continuously trying to work on the back of Seth Jackson there. Oh, just and the knees apparently. Yikes.
And now Constantinople just feeling it, bringing the weight down.
I'm not gonna lie though, I would love, especially after the gauntlet match against the Allfather, Constantinople and Istanbul continuously trying to get it, I can't tell if they were trying to one-up each other or get in each other's way. Oh, here we have the ankle lock from Seth Jackson. This was typically a surefire thing, but Constantinople got that rope break almost immediately. Good for him too, because that has been a surefire thing for Seth Jackson.
To be at ringside last night for that great match with the Sandman versus Victor Vicious on our sister show Friday Night Flashbang. Oh, drop!
What a tag team combination.
Big drop, tagging in Hightower, and then tagging in Istanbul and Seth Jackson. Ooh, trying to go for a big drop kick, but gets denied by Hightower. God, Istanbul and Constantinople are not sharing this ring, ladies and gentlemen. It's always been the one or the other. Oh, ref down.
Oh, and the ref has been taken out. The ref is down.
Which is kind of crazy, because like what this is second match? Actually, oh yeah, this is the second match, and the ref was already down, so never mind.
Effectively dropping all that.
Because I don't think the ref took bumps in Flashbang too. Never mind. Going in for that cover. 1, 2, kicking right at it. 2 is Hightower, former tag team champion. I mean, this is technically his bread and butter. Looks like that the Chain Hell is actually trying to go for more versatility with their teams. I mean, got Constantinople, Hightower, Uzra. Any one of those three could actually do it. Although we haven't really seen too much of the Flame Revenant as of late. Hopefully his contract renews. I actually like him.
Absolutely might be, but Seth Jackson handling it.
Going in for that cover. Yeah, kicking right out at 1.
Took too long.
And right now with
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Hightower even sustained any damage in between pins, so... Oh, big gorilla press, but Istanbul breaks right out of it. Oh no, he's calling for it. He's doing the motions. Got him by the goozle. And choke slam. 1, 2, and kicking right out of 2. Yeah, Constantinople intercepted Seth Jackson almost immediately. I think Constantinople's actually getting a bit more quicker. Is that what Red Ogres are? They're quick. Oh, looks like Istanbul's going right up to the top there. And then Constantinople talking some form of trash to his old partner. Ooh, big brain chop from the top rope. And then a big choke bomb. I say big a lot. I should probably stop that. Check myself. Constantinople just immediately interrupting, and Istanbul looks like he's chasing his old partner.
Constantinople swinging swinging around that ring post real quick, didn't he?
And looks like tagging in Seth Jackson.
Fun until you make him mad. And then he is the most brutal
And looks like he
you'll ever expect to see. And that
mauling down Hightower. Hightower wisely rolling out of the ring to catch his breath.
Taliban taught him.
Head going into the ring
Ooh,
post.
got him up on there. Ooh, backbreaker.
Piece of ham being
Oh!
an apartment block.
Just dropping the freaking body of Seth Jackson onto his knees. Ugh. Fuck all of that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm surprised Seth Jackson isn't freaking having trouble breathing right now. And especially after getting tossed onto the hardest part of the ring. I'm surprised he's still standing right now. The freaking resiliency on Seth Jackson, my God. And just yeeting him by the boot.
Throws of Hightower, thrown by your neck, thrown by your leg.
Double axe handle by Seth Jackson.
Ooh, clubbing blows, trying to fight him away from the outside, and then the big clothesline. Hightower having none of that.
Another toss by Hightower. That was
God, talk about larger than life people. I mean, we have a bunch of those on Warzone. Seth Jackson is no stranger. I feel like Seth Jackson feels right at home here on Warzone. I mean, not only him. I mean, we have a bunch of big personalities. I mean, himself, the big Papa Plutonium.
I'm sure he's knocked plenty of
Big power slam, and then Constantinople breaking it right up.
It's just chaos in the ring now. All four men.
Absolute
Oh,
chaos.
picking him up and just slamming down Hightower in that. I don't even know what that was called. I want to say a reverse DDT, but that's not accurate.
And a drop kick.
And here we have Constantinople tagged on in, and a big choke bomb from him too. 2, and a kick out at 2.
That was feeling that
That
one.
was a close two.
Just working on that spine of Seth Jackson's. And a monkey flip. And here we see we end up getting caught on the mic of Seth Jackson's crying pains.
Jawbreaker for his
Ooh.
trouble. Got that crucifix. That crucifix take down and a stop to the back of the leg. Trying to shut down that drop kick probably.
So yeah, apparently Seth Jackson is still actually outwardly recruiting for his for the Jackson Investigation Force. I'm still making my bets for Fear Strikes. I'm just saying.
No.
That sounds like it'd be interesting. But hey, nothing else. But whoever would join up with Jiff is, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. For anyone who is thinking about joining up with a trio or a faction, I would definitely look into the Jackson Investigation Firm. I mean, the promise of pizza is a nice one to have.
Oh no, he's working down the arm. You can tell from that angle. Ooh. Punch to the gut. Getting him out of there. Oh.
Constantinople looking like he's trying to catch some form of it, like trying to catch his breath there. Oh God, what is he setting up for? Looks like it's something big. And another choke bomb. Going for that cover. 1, 2, 3. Istanbul not able to get there in time. And ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Chained Hell, Constantinople, the Constant Nightmare, and Hightower. And that match, my God, ladies and gentlemen, was a fantastic one to say the least. Oh, God. Chain Hell, as we've seen with Uzra, as we've seen here in this match, are showing no signs of slowing down, even even after their loss at the culmination previously. I'm expecting big things out of this faction so far. But speaking of the bar crawl brawl from Chain Hell and the Omega Club, we turn to now a in-ring segment. One of the members of Omega Club wanted to come down and speak and address the crowd. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mega Blitz X.
Folks, it's been a great time lately. Mega Club won that bar crawl brawl last week at the culmination, and that felt great. It felt good to put that chapter behind us. But with that, and I guess Storyteller's got us all thinking in book terms tonight. When that chapter closed, a new one has to begin, right? So here we go. In all my time here at MNW, I have always had a group of brothers and sisters at my back in the form of Omega Club. And despite all the turmoil this family has had, we have always been there for each other. But as people like Burnout Vaughn and, Vin Smoke have shown, sometimes you gotta move on. And that's why I am here to announce that while there is no ill will between myself and the rest of Omega Club, it is time for your henshin hero, for Ryder X, to strike out on his own. I am officially announcing that I am no longer part of Omega Club. That doesn't mean if they need my help, I won't be there. But it's time for me to be focusing more on what I'm good at. And that is righting wrongs, doing the elevated kicks, and being the best representative that I can possibly be for MNW. So I wish all the best. Alpha, you've been like a brother to me. Gunner, Whitney, I'm great to see how you kids are going. And Kelly, I thank you for everything. And, if you need me to still come and do special events at the pub, I absolutely will. But it is time. The time has come, and it's time for me to become elevated.
And there you have it, folks. Mega Blitz announcing that he is no longer going to be affiliated with Omega Club. And I'm not going to lie, this took me by surprise because, Mega Blitz and Alpha Kong were the original members of the club. They took a ragtag bunch of misfits into a main event level presence. Mega and Alpha Kong were tag team champions how many times now? For how long? So, I'm very anxious to see eager. That's the word I'm looking for. I am very eager to see what Mega Blitz is going to be doing going forward, especially now that he's striking out on his own, not having a faction with him. Whereas, yes, that would be... Having a faction does give you some form of protection, especially if you turn down a wrong alley against somebody. But at the very least, you're not going to get caught into group-based rivalries. But with someone leaving one faction, we're gonna shift into somebody attempting to join another, or at least being offered to join another. Ladies and gentlemen, Ignacio Cervantes of Cloud9 goes up against Lock-In of the Eastern Block Party. Now, for those who don't know, my God, the Gorilla Press got into the roll up there. 1, 2. Okay, that's a kick out at 2. I was going to be concerned that this was going to take 4 seconds. That would have been a record in MNW. No, but with oh yeah, we have a tweet out from Nice Ice, Lock-In's tag team partner, and well, I don't know if that's what Nice Ice was going for with the punchline, but I don't think that landed the way he was expecting. But anyway, for those who don't know, Lock-In was getting countless offers from Defunk for Lock-In to join Cloud9, but Lock-In has been saying no for a while. And I guess this is just another instance of, Ignacio being sent to try and convince Lock-In, but Lock-In is apparently having none of that. I swear, outside of that reversal, this match has so far been mostly Lock-In. And look. Ooh, God, that freaking suplex into the freaking buckle. Ugh. Careful, Lock-in. You may not appreciate his attempts to try and recruit you, but he's still a human being at the end of the day.
And that is true. That's a verifiable fact.
And a choke bomb. Oh God, Lock-in's just feeling it right now. This is not a joke for the comedian. Oh God, what's he doing? Oh God, putting him into a stretch muffler. And going, looks like he went for that rope break, kicking right out of it. Sorry, went for the rope break as well as kicking right out of it. My bad. I don't do English.
Back in the match, Lock-in and Ignacio outside in no man's land. And by Ignacio's choice, and I'm beginning to wonder if this
we're on the outside, just slamming Ignacio into the freaking hardest part of the ring there. Spine first. God. If this doesn't work for Ignacio, oh no. Got tossed over the barricade. Nope, Ignacio comes right back in. Like, if this does not work for Ignacio, does this mean that that Defunct would still try to recruit Lock-in into Cloud9, or would he take the hint of the no here? Only time will tell, honestly. Because as much as I would love to see Lock-in go up against Defunct, if that's where this is leading, I don't know. It just. Oh, what's this? Oh God! Another suplex into the buckle. Jesus! Kicking right out at 2. Oh God, Ignacio, you brave soul. God, this match has been, like I mentioned earlier, like outside of the one reversal, this match has been all Lock-in so far. Like, I tried to cut around to show off like Ignacio's strengths and whatnot here, but Lock-in just kind of had his number this match. But I will say this though, whenever Ignacio has definitely been getting a lot quicker. His reversal game has been amazing. Oh, and here's some nice little. Oh. Oh God, the arm breaker. Jeez. Yeah, I think he definitely had words stutter. He definitely thought enough was enough and trying to destroy his arm. Oh. As momentum was shifting into Ignacio's favor, it went right back into Lock-in's. Which is kind of a shame, because I actually was rooting for Ignacio to win this outside of the Cloud9 stuff.
As Lock-in competed in bodybuilding, he sure looks like he has. Nope. Well, he should.
We have those glitches again.
Easy money.
Oh, that electric chair into the German suplex. And 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Lock-in. Oh, God.
You think the Cloud9 recruiting department got the message?
Yeah, so hopefully this means...
How many times...
hopefully this means that that Lock-in's statement is not going to fall on deaf ears, but we saw there Ignacio not very happy about his about not succeeding in trying to recruit the German comedian. Speaking of things that were not, well, speaking of things that are going on between factions, we cut to the Beef attacking Sparrow backstage, and the common discourse between not only social media but everybody in the Twitch chat was, I mean, hell, even commentary. So VIP was pretty much forced to get rid to not disassociate. Sorry, I'm failing to find words right now. Was forced to let go of the hospital that they illegally purchased from Maximilian Thunderthighs, and a vigilante was the one that kind of tipped off the Canadian Mounted Police. Now, Sparrow, definitely a vigilante or superhero. It depends on your definition of either word, honestly. This is gonna be tough. God, this is tough going for. This is just gonna be tough going forward, because if they're attacking Sparrow, who's to say they're going to attack Daverman, or I don't know, even like Mega Blitz or something like that. I'm not sure where Sentai or anything like that falls under superhero or vigilante. But if the beef is successful here, this might be a foreboding presence for the rest of the for the rest of the locker room, honestly. With Wilson shifting his personality, going from his more pretty much dropping his ego and just going to straight murder. Aussie pretty much telling the world, yeah, you got us, but what are you going to do about it? And now the beef, probably on Aussier's orders, that's speculation, of course, going after Sparrow, a well-known superhero. Oh no. He's got the... Oh, come on, beef. God, people have been blinded because of that. Granted, one of them got robot eyes, so yay? I guess? I don't know. Emptying out that fire extinguisher. Yeah, this is, Oh, here we have Sparrow. Actually, here we have a Sparrow fighting back. Oh, nope, got caught into a German. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to cut away from this for now, because this is, oh, God, if you're sadistic, I would definitely recommend going back to the YouTube VOD once it gets uploaded. But for now, we are gonna have to move on. As much as I like my violence, I prefer it in the ring, not backstage getting tossed onto cars. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have another little update from our HR representative. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hear from Registered Anon.
Hello, everyone. It's me. It's Registered Anon, your human resources representative. and I have so much to talk about. Oh, I'm a buzz. There's so much exciting things going up. We've got the Wish Upon a Brawl coming up. I love Wish Upon a Brawl and the Grand Battle and all that being the same thing this year. And, of course, we're getting ready for a pay-per-view. There's always a lot of fun with that. I'll be addressing Mr. Montoya's many violations of HR policy after the show. So don't you all worry about that. But before then, there's somebody else I got to deal with. Oh, it's terrible. When you make an agreement with human resources, there's fine print. Fine print. Very fine print. And you know who I don't think's been reading that fine print? Oh, Soya. He signed a deal with me for certain things, certain agreements, and he got a little excited and maybe went ahead and did something he shouldn't have. So Soya. Soya, I know you're backstage. I know you're always ready for action. Come out here and meet with me. Come on, meet with Anon.
7.
Not enough, apparently.
Yep, there you go, not enough. Well, here it is. Right. What the hell are you on about? And what do you mean I haven't followed our agreements? I've been doing everything that was laid out. I had a deal. We have a plan. What could you possibly think I'm in violation of, you sniveling little twit? Blood. Oh, personal insults are not a problem in our HR. No, our problem is we had a deal involving a certain Muppet Man and his clown buddies. And you were supposed to wait until we scheduled a match, and you didn't. You attacked him backstage, asking for the name of the island. You jumped the gun. Well, maybe if it wasn't taking so bloody long to get the match set up, I wouldn't have had to. But no, you made me wait, and I had to get things going. We can't let the clowns fest. You were there. You remember what it was like when the clowns were all over the place? All that grease paint? Oh, God, it was worse than the day. Be that as it may, we're in a little bit of a pickle. But it's okay, I got a plan. We're going to get that match scheduled. Yeah, that's right. We're going to get the match scheduled. We're going to get you finally facing Carnival. But Sawyer, you can't touch him. Not before the match. I don't see this as a problem. I see it as things finally happening. So, no, what? That's not a worry. That's not a worry at all. Let's do this. Oh, I can't wait. Hey, can we do it next week? I know you probably want to do it at the pay-per-view, but whatever. But, why are you acting like I should be concerned about this? What's up your sleeve? Well, you know that other part of our deal? You know that part we really been talking about? Well, we're going to have to get that moving now. It's time to start. You've got things you've got to do for me. It's time for you to start doing them. And it's such an exciting time, too. Bugger. Now, you just said I'm going to get the match, and now you're asking me to do the other thing. The other thing is right now. That's what you're telling me. Balls. Really? Fine. You know what? Fine. If there's one thing I can do, it's multitask. Well, I'm glad to hear you saying that. Oh, there's one other thing. There's one other thing you should have read in your clause. Surprise!
Your HR department, folks.
A nut shot was in the clause?
Oh, God, I have to read my
Very
contracts.
distinct contract.
Yeah, I mean... Well, now they're doing it. Okay.
I hope that's not in all our contracts.
I'm going to be reviewing mine tonight.
Oh, yeah, everyone take a look at your contracts.
Oh!
Well, Anon certainly got what he wished for.
Yeah. Good lariat by Sawyer. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can tell.
Smart. These two teeing off in the ring. This is not a sanctioned match.
No, Anon's just laughing. And now finally the ref got down there, is trying to impose some
disturbing little man he is.
Sanity.
And there you have it, folks. We have next week this coming Saturday we're gonna have a match between Carnival and R. Sawyer, but let's just see, R. Sawyer was also trying to settle a little dispute. Him tweeting out on social media as well. You know when someone says, "I think I made him angry"? Yeah, that's what Anon did to me by kicking me in the cyberballs. Well, check the contract. Speaking of checking contracts, ladies and gentlemen, joining us for the remainder of the show is the intern Marty.
Hello, that is me. I am Marty the intern.
Yeah.
I am happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming in on such short notice. Also, not sure what's going on with the reaction images, but I guess it's just.
I'm sure it's a meme or a prank on memes part. It's fine. We'll deal with it.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, coming up next though, we got our Flashbang promo of the week, and Marty, how have you been enjoying Maximilian Thunder Thighs' independence from VIP so far?
Oh, it's been lovely to watch. Ever since Maximilian has come in, it really tore a lot of people up when they saw this bright new babyface star who could potentially have been a face immediately get swamped into the collective that is VIP. And so I'm sure this is very relieving for a lot of people. And not only that, he seems to have a bit of a I would almost say a blood feud coming for VIP. So we're definitely going to see what exactly he's going to do, and I'm very excited.
Well, but before we get into what's going on with Max, we're going to have he sits down and has a little conversation with a Sir Uncle Dunk. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut into that.
No, Max. Put down the rubber chicken. Oh, goodness. It was just a dream.
Hello, Uncle.
Uncle
Doug!
What are you doing here?
I'm here because I'm going to give you something that has been a long time coming.
No!
Your statue. You left it at the hospital.
That thing is solid gold metal. How did you get it here?
Well, Uncle, you're much like this gold statue. You're hollow on the inside.
Wait, what do you mean by hollow, Max? I'm fine, happy as I've ever been.
Are you? A man who has had so much success and so much prowess, leading Blood Money, and even winning the Nexus Titan Championship. You should be thrilled. But all I see right now is just an empty old man. You took the easy way to get to the top and scorned every form of friend you had to get there. And sure, you've got some new friends now. But how long until they end up thrown to the side for your lust of gold? Are they gonna end up like the Republic or like Sir McCheese?
How dare you speak that name to me? So, have you come to seek revenge for your smelly old hospital? Are you going to pummel me into the ground? Well, what will it be?
No, I'm not gonna fight you.
You're not? But why?
Because, Uncle, don't you remember? I promised you, I will not fight you. And that's your punishment from Maximilian Thunderthighs. You get to live the rest of your wrestling career with a loss to me. No matter how much you win, no matter how much gold you collect, I will always have gotten the better of you. And I hope that haunts you for the rest of your career, Uncle Dunk. Go fight your Cloud9 and leave me alone. Goodbye.
No. You will fight me. I'll have that rematch when I damn well feel like it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Where are you going? Max!
I love this promo, by the way.
Yeah. And going right on into it, to a match with Leonid Sanchez representing High Voltage and Mr. Butler of Blood Money. I believe this match mostly got started off with Leonid Sanchez taking it to both not only Mr. Butler but Nakano Kirishima in their last tag match, only to have Wonderball clean up and tap out Mr. Butler.
Which, when you look at that man, that is not a man that you can think is able to be tapped out. But Wonderball found a way.
Yeah, it's mostly because, in the match itself, Leonid here, was the freaking workhorse. Although, some would say that he was soldiering on in the match, others would say that he was kind of hogging the match for himself, because he didn't tag in Wonderball until, the last couple of minutes.
Hey, if it works, right? Doesn't matter how late in the match it is, as long as it works.
Very, very true. But here we see, once again, just Leonid just taking it straight to Butler. Butler's just on the back foot most of the match. Phyllis sent me a message. I just had to take care of this real quick.
Tell Phyllis I said hello.
Marty says hello. She says hello back, and also there are muffins in the break room for you.
Oh, nice. I'm starving. Yes, this was an incredible match between Leonid Sanchez and Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler going up high, stalking Leonid, and just asserting his dominance up on the top rope.
I think he was trying to adjust for... Oh, God, baby DDT. I think he was trying to adjust for his trajectory coming in, but... Yeah, he didn't get all of it in.
The day Mr. Butler flies is the day that we as a production abandon all hope, because that's scary.
That is terrifying. All that freaking man coming at you? None. I'm good.
Don't want that.
I prefer my limbs where they are.
Oh no. Oh, dropping the face onto that LED screen.
You know,
The hardest part of the ring, the apron, not to
Aldini made a mention of he got the screens because it was... They were nice. But I'm starting to feel like they're becoming a bit more of a liability than anything.
You think so?
People keep smacking their faces on into them.
I mean, that's true. That is true. The curse of taking off the corner cushions was broken during the C101, however.
Yeah, that was definitely broken, but what's not broken is Leonid's stride as he gets the victory over Mr. Butler.
Quite a win. Definitely looking good for Leonid going into the future.
Yeah, I was like, he was essentially treated as the fall guy for High Voltage, and now he's coming into his own. I'm actually really happy for him on that one.
Quite impressive. That isn't an easy victory to achieve.
No, it is not an easy victory whatsoever. I mean, Mr. Butler has been pretty much shown as the main enforcer of Blood Money. He is not an easy man to put down.
No, not at all.
Hang on, just gotta... Huh. We got somebody on the phone.
Oh?
Hang on, just give me one moment. Hello, MNW Firing Line.
Yeah, you were talking?
Ladies and gentlemen, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. It's Mr. Butler.
Hello, Mr. Butler.
Oh, there must be that intern.
Yes, that's me, Marty. Good to meet you, sir.
So, Mr. Butler had a big match this past Saturday. What's your main thought process going forward?
Wait till Saturday.
Okay.
That's ominous. I like it.
Yeah, most definitely. But hey, well, yeah. So there's a lot of discourse going on between you guys in the tag titles. What's been going on with that so far?
I wouldn't see much to make of it. I mean, we're clearly the favorites to win that triple threat coming up.
Most definitely. I forgot all about that. I do apologize. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, there is going to be a triple threat number one contendership coming up to decide between that. So who do you think? This is mostly me poking for information, but who's going to be joining in on that? Is it going to be you and Nakano and Unklydonk, or just you and Unkley?
I leave those kind of big decisions up to the boss. I'm more broad than bright.
That's fair enough. But yeah, so before we disconnect you, is there anything that you would like to tell the Firing Line audience?
Just remember, we're always listening. And by the way, Jade Erickson, that's a nice car you've got.
Okay, Mr. Butler, we are going to have to disconnect you for right now. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Butler of Blood Money.
Man, I'm feeling sorry for Eric right now.
I think it'll be fine. Mostly because I think we still have that clause from when The old announcer, the old commentator for Flashbang, Ed Bosco, kept getting his car smashed in. I think that policy's still going on strong.
Do we have auto insurance?
I think we do now, because of that.
I see.
That
explains the name.
For the Bosco policy. Well, for a solid 3 months, some of the baby faces of Flashbang just kept wanting, for those who don't know, kept wrecking his car. And even got to a point to where, like, this big cloud of violence was coming at it and just wrecked the crap out of it.
Man, that's unfortunate. I have to walk here, so I thankfully don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Just my legs.
Right, just giving Phyllis one last message before we get right into our next segment here. Had a match with Chaz Lee representing the Murder Cave.
Yes, the traitor among us.
The traitor of high voltage, and oh god, what's the creation doing here?
The creation? Bit of a surprise, considering that the House of Caliban is primarily on on Flashbang.
Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Murder Cave did pretty much hospitalize Dr. Caliban a couple weeks prior. And yeah, creation is taking exception to his dad, getting beaten half to death.
Yeah, Creation's a big lad. He hasn't been on Flashbang in a little bit, and that has been, at least his appearance on Warzone has set the roster at a little bit of ease.
Well, it also kind of begs the question for me because Dr. Caliban's been has been on Warzone a bit more, mostly treating Vince Smoke Sanji. Does this mean the creation is like that members of the House Caliban are coming in? And then, yeah, we had Chaz Lee making short work of the creation. I mean, it's like you said, creation is a big lad. He can. It does not take a whole lot to put him down, but Chaz Lee did not have any trouble.
Chaz Lee is an expert of his own craft.
Yeah, I mean, that was the man who made Zaco Duo.
True.
Well, technically...
Current Warzone world champ.
Former Warzone. Yeah. So, and, well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but technically it wasn't him who made it. It was an alternate version. You know what? I'm not going to... Semantics, and we had months of practically years worth of discussions about that whole business, especially when Zaco formed Meme.
Yeah.
So, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner of the culmination, Ginger Boy, makes his decision on who is he going to go for, Victor Vicious or Zaco Duo.
So, folks, I did it. I won. But for some reason, feels like every other day. Feels like someone's back home, wearing my belt, stomping around my ring, thinking he's a big man. And that man most certainly is in my sights, no matter how many broader suits he puts on, how many people he stomps in the middle of that ring. I'm claiming the belt I once held. That would be a sight. That would be a bout for the ages. I'd be putting a numpty who deserves it down on the ground where he belongs. But, you know something else that might fit that particular bill? I'll tell you. Zaco Duo. A piece of gold that I've never held. A piece of gold that if I did hold, not only would I go down as one of the greatest of all time, I would repay a certain group for making fools of the Bell Brothers. I'd have the chance to give that sellout everything he has coming to him. And maybe then, I would return as the savior of Flashbang. And just like London has so many times, over and over again, you can see it from the channel, you can see London has burned so many times. And just like that, so will Warzone. Rebuild, burn out, die, I really don't care. I want my gold. I want Flashbang. I'm done with you, Warzone. I wish I could say it's been a good time, but it really hasn't. Since I've got here, I've never stopped thinking about home. And I won't stop now either.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ginger Boy chose Zako Duo, the MNW Heavyweight Champion, and vows when he wins it, he's going to bring it to Flashbang.
Dad's coming home!
I don't know why that friggin' hit me as hard as it did.
No, for real though, this could be an incredible payoff for Ginger Boy if he is able to win an incredible loss for Warzone if they lose not only one of the best in their roster, but the belt, the Multiverse Heavyweight Championship belt at the same time. That would just be devastating.
I mean, that would probably also mean that Warzone competitors would have to come to Flashbang just to challenge for the title itself. But yeah, it would definitely be... It's going to be devastating losing a top-tier talent like Ginger Boy on your show.
Flashbang folks are sure you're going to be happy, though.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be like a... It's going to be like... it's like that one song. It's like that one song that the British people... keep singing for the UK Cups. It's coming home. It's coming home.
The big question is, though, what happens if Ginger Boy doesn't win against Zako Duo? Will he remain on Warzone, or will he still continue to come back to Flashbang? I guess we're going to find out.
Well, it also begs the question of if Ginger Boy does go to Flashbang, like he just said, is he going to bring the Three Kings with him? Is he going to bring both of the bells?
Ooh, Three Kings on Flashbang.
I know, right?
That would be very interesting.
Oh, I know, right? I'm just imagining the freaking tag matches between not only the Bells versus the Mad World, but I'm talking like, oh god, Bells versus Time Bandits, Forces of Nature. Like, just name a tag team on that roster, and just imagine.
I just picture.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I am currently picturing the Madness and Flyboy Bell flying around the ring, and it is a glorious sight.
God, the zippiness between the both of them would be glorious.
Two of our best high flyers in this business.
So many moonsaults.
So many moonsaults.
Anyway, but until then, that's all speculation at this point. But until then, we are going to go into our penultimate match. We got Legion, Earl King West, and Louis McDonald going up against...
These ones, they didn't even waste time with their entrances. They're already in the ring.
Straight into it. We were too busy talking while they were coming down. The Atomic Adonis immediately taking control, however.
Yeah. Oh no. So, obviously, Legion versus the Toxic Wastelanders.
Radioactive.
Right, we're good now.
Yeah, we're good now. I forgot to put... it's like I mentioned like three times. This is the third time I mentioned it. I forgot to put the mics on this stinking file, but you know what?
You gotta just remember to twizzle the twazzle.
Yeah. I'm just chalking up to human error at this point. But, ladies and gentlemen, here we see Big Papa Plutonium going up against Earl King West with Gorreal hanging out in the corner. And the Chernobyl chat was blocking off Louis McDonald, kind of trying to add insult to injury. Oh god, that pop-up punch though. Yeesh.
What do you think the Revenant can bench press?
Everything, I guess. I don't know. Like
everything.
I'm sure if I went up to him and asked him, That's probably what the answer would be. But I've been here. The crazy thing is, though, I could have sworn that both of the Toxic Wastelanders wanted to try out, wanted to break out into more single stars, because like we saw both of these men in showcases. But like my main theory of this is, we have two individuals here who are former tag team champions with the Toxic Wastelanders. You got Earl King West, who is a former Ballroom Brawl tag team, Tornado tag team champion. Louis McDonald, I don't think, has held tag team gold. So if the Earl King and if Louis McDonald wants to break out into the tag team scene, what is a better statement than beating former champions?
Oh, absolutely. We also do need to start considering how long it's going to be before the Toxic Wastelanders find themselves inside the ring during a tag championship match again. I mean, my guess, it's going to be sooner rather than later.
Okay, I see that, but I'll raise you this. What about the main man versus Raphael Sampson for the Big Oof?
You have my attention.
That is, like, the sheer promo game alone is going to be fantastic.
I just now pictured the main man bench pressing Raphael Sampson, and that is a glorious image.
Heavenly, some would say. And then
Indeed.
Gorwil going through some evolution there from Louis McDonald, going in for that cover. Revenant cheering on Gorwil to kick out. And Gorwil kicks out at 2.
Say what you want about Louis McDonald. Say whatever you want to about the kind of person he is, but you cannot argue one thing. That man knows what he's doing in the ring.
Oh, most definitely. He's definitely one of the biggest strategists that we have here. And, I mean, him being paired up with Earl King is kind of devastating.
It is truly a deadly combo.
Oh, big
Both
curb
of
stomp.
them are very well known for their expertise in the ring.
Expertise in the ring, out of the ring. And here we got Gorwil trying to go for a second. Nope. Counters
Reversing the evolution.
And here we have Louis McDonald tagging in Earl King West. Ooh, God, a knee strike.
Proceeds to go ham. Gorwil trying to tag in the main man, but managing to get back at Earl King West.
The Gorwil takes down the Fey King, and he kicks out at 2, ladies and gentlemen. God, what? A lot of people try to match Earl King via wit, but Gorwil is looking like that he's trying to just power through this man.
I spoke to Earl King West one time.
Yeah. I've had to interview him a couple times. I had to watch my words.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he technically has ownership of my house.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. He hasn't mentioned it, but I'm viewing the paperwork as we speak.
Knowing how Faye work, he's not going to until the time he feels is right.
Probably. But Earl King West setting up.
And it looks like he got...
That was a bad cut. I am going to insult that cut for doing it right in the middle of a Fisher, but Gorwil now setting up and taking out Earl King West.
Also, my apologies. I thought I faded that. I thought I faded that in a good spot, but I didn't. Anyway,
it's all good.
Yeah, it happens.
It does happen.
Anyway, it looks like we got both Gorwil and Earl King West down from their respective partners, taking them both out. Earl King
just taking a little nap in the middle of the ring, as you do. Gorwil with the hot tag.
Hot tag to the main man, and he's a running wild, brother.
He's brothering up.
He's channeling the power of 69 ex-wives.
He's channeling the power of the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh, now I'm picturing like a glowing green Kool-Aid Man commercial.
Oh.
And into the corner, powerbomb, just yeeting him into the corner.
And looks like he's setting up for a Hearns charge. Going in for that cover. 2. Kicking right at it, 2. Earl King West looks like he's not. Yeah. Looks like he's setting up for it. Just double axe handles across the board into a power slam. Yeah. Look.
Once again, Earl King West showing his proficiency in the ring. Complete ring awareness, making sure to keep Domain Man away from Gorewheel.
And I thought he was going to try and set up for the Wrath of the Goblin King, but it looked like that he was... I guess he was trying to bite it. He bit his time a little bit too much. But it looks like he's... he got himself right out of whatever... Oh, yeah, there's another Hearns charge right there. Wasting no time. Just
trying to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Busting up the knees. Setting up.
Yeah, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Wrath of the Goblin King.
Good night, Irene. And then, of course, strong pin awareness, making sure to get him away from Gorewheel.
Yeah, but could this been
giving Louis enough time to intercept?
Kicking right at it, too. See, that's the thing about wheeling somebody into your corner. Yes, you could... Yes, it's going to be in your favor for your partner to intercept, but it also gives your opponent time to recover.
It does.
So
you gotta go for the pin the moment you hit them. They're discombobulated. Otherwise, they can do exactly what the main man did just there.
It's all about timing, and it's all about how hard you hit the other guy.
Indeed. Hit the other guy hard enough, they're not going to get back up.
Most definitely, and we got we got the Domain Man spitting out plutonium as he's getting another Hearns charge for his troubles.
Some would say that is what we in the business call getting taunt-to-bodied.
I believe so. Oh god, just working on the leg of the fake king. Ugh.
He has got to have some of the strongest elbows I can imagine.
I'm sure if you asked him, he definitely would say that.
And then setting up on Earl King West.
Half-Life 2 connects. Going for that cover. And Louis McDonald breaks it up at 2.
Gorewheel just coming up a bit short on his interception, but trying to make up for it now by taking out Louis. Choking him on the ropes.
Well, he succeeds.
While Domain Man sets up.
And locks Earl King into Half-Life 3. Busting him open.
Busting him open. Blood and radiation do not mix.
And
that's it right there.
3 Half-Lives connect, and your winners, the Toxic Wastelanders, Domain Man, the Chernobyl Chad, Big Papa Plutonium, and Gorewheel Esquire.
One hell of a match to win for these two.
Most definitely. And I mean, it's like I mentioned earlier, if Legion wants to try their hand at Tag Team Gold, they have to step their game up just a bit more, especially when they went up against former tag team champions.
Toxic Wastelanders are a huge hurdle, but not insurmountable.
Most definitely. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event for MNW Warzone. And this week we have it's technically running back on a very classic feud from earlier on in a certain wrestler's career, and also another wrestler's reinvention. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Rapture New Road, representing Dungeons and Destinies, going up against Wilson of VIP.
Oh boy, what to say about Wilson now? This man has undergone quite the change since his return back to Warzone.
Yeah, ever since he lost that hair versus mask match at oh crap! I want to say it was a super show. Yeah, I think
it was against his match that VIP may have messed with the broadcast with.
That was meme actually, but ever since
that is who I meant.
You're fine, dude.
Thank you for the correction. That is who I meant.
Nah, man, dude. Believe me, there's a lot to remember here.
Yes.
Anyway, but yeah, ever since Wilson's loss, he's came back as this more sadistic and violent side of himself.
It's almost as if the hair was holding him back. It's wild, but we can't disagree with his in-ring performance now.
I'm sorry.
He's now piling win after win after win.
Yeah, especially finishing people off with the kill switch, as it's now being called, as well as a gotch-style pile driver a la Minoru Suzuki. And here we see Rapture Nero getting his chest kicked in.
Look, all I'm saying is that we missed an opportunity not calling it the will switch.
That's hilarious on like 7 different levels, but I don't think he wants to go for a pun.
No, probably not, but I mean, the idea is there. Hey, Wilson, call me. We'll talk deets.
Ooh, and I'm blanking on words right now. Trial of Osiris, not Trial of Osiris. Judgment of Anubis delivered straight to Rapture New Road. Allah Asir.
There are a lot of moves, man. We'll get it eventually. If we name one of them, it has to be right?
It's one move based off of Egyptian god. Speaking of which, it looks like he was going to go for it, but Rapture countered into a Hurricane Rana.
No Winged Dragon or Roth today.
Personally, I was a fan of Slifer the Sky Dragon.
I see.
Winged Dragon or Roth was way too weird to summon for me.
Fair enough. Each to their own.
But enough about my Master Duel playstyle, and more back into the match.
Who let this dog in here?
Brad, buddy. He saw a cat again, didn't he? Yep, it's the cat again. That cat orphanage really needs to relocate. Anyway, back into the match. We got Wilson. Wilson getting a little bit on the back foot there. Oh god, nice little arm drag there from Rapture.
I believe you. I didn't see it. I was too busy dealing with Brad.
How's he doing, by the way?
He's fine, I think.
That's good. As long as
I don't know, I just sort of sent him into the other room.
Yeah, his rope toy's in there, so he should be fine. Oh, nice little elbow drop there from Rapture.
Rapture showing off that high-flying prowess. And the elasticity.
Just retching out the arms of Wilson. I'm not gonna lie. It's been weird not saying Son of Will after that. Like, I have to catch myself every once in a while.
He's Will's son, but he's no longer the son of Will. Don't get it confused. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, do not get it twisted, especially with his current trajectory. He's not really... Ooh.
Beautiful on Rapture's part there.
Most definitely. I mean, nice little DDT and like not stopping to... And giving a bit more of a show to the crowd. Especially that little pose that he did after that after that move.
Rapture has always been one to show a little bit of flair in the ring, even in a major circumstance like this one against Wilson.
Yeah, especially during his feud against Louis McDonald. I mean, I think he... Oh, and here we have a figure 4 leg lock onto Wilson. Oh, transitioning into an hourglass. Shades of the Sandman.
That's brutal. But Wilson powering out.
Respond with a quick right hand.
More right hand bouncing off the ropes, trying to go for that insecurity, but doesn't get all. It does not purchase.
Should I aimed a about 6 inches to the left, and he would have nailed it.
Oh, that neck breaker though. Yeesh.
That hurt me.
Ugh. God, like half the time when these guys like slam on like their spines or whatnot, that just sends mine into like a freaking like it just locks mine up.
Yeah, understandable, honestly.
God, especially like if someone like, oh, here we have a Sister Abigail being applied straight to Rapture New Road.
This begins the point where Wilson began dissecting Rapture a little bit, but Rapture able to turn it around.
Yeah, this has been back and forth most of this match. Like neither man has gotten a whole lot of momentum over the other, honestly.
No, it's been very back and forth, which always makes for a good match.
It does, and it's also an indicator of just how well these two know each other. These two have been rivals ever since Wilson got moved to Warzone and Rapture New Road ended his feud with Lucius Constantine. Like they have been, it's just been back and forth between them, especially after I believe Rapture lost his Big Oof title to Wilson.
I believe that is correct. Yes. If not, somebody will correct us.
Yeah, I'm sure social media will say something. They usually have better memories than, well, at the very least, better memories than me, which I'm not going to lie, it's not a whole lot. I forget way too
Nothing
much.
Wrong with that.
Of course not. It just shows that they're paying attention and that they're fans.
It shows that someone is paying attention, at least.
I like it.
We appreciate you, audience.
Yeah. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Well, going in for that.
That is true.
Going for that floating DDT. And also here we have Rapture's Twitter being manned by, I assume, his wife Trinket. Ooh, kiss the buckle, and he's busted open.
Busted open. All that blood all over the turnbuckle.
I
may have forgotten the term turnbuckle earlier, but Wilson barely escaped. You could almost see the ref's hand coming down. The patented Bosco 3 Rapture trying to make him pay for it. The beautiful Phoenix moonsault.
But
Wilson staying alive. Rapture again with the springboard moonsault, trying to make him stay down.
But the ref went to check on him, and then hearing this, and we see Wilson back in control of this match.
Dirty moves, punching him straight in the raptured beauties.
I'm just saying it's a good thing that he already has kids.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he's got triplets.
I don't think I knew that.
Not a whole lot of people do. He doesn't brag about it.
Fair enough.
It's mostly like if he's like hyping something up, he's usually trying to hype up himself. Which, I mean, I don't blame him. He is a wrestler. And then
Or his wife.
Trinket is a very lovely woman.
True. She gave me a free sample the other day. It was very kind.
Dude, her cocoa butter has been a favorite in this house.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I actually got a can of it right here. Anyway. We got some strong right hands against Rapture and just, oh God.
Choking out Wilson in the corner. Look how high he's got that leg up. That's impressive.
The flexibility on this man.
Mm-hmm. And then here we go. He's calling for it, but that is a long distance. Does he manage to get it? And he does, but Wilson...
He catches it into a cutter!
I think Rapture's muscle memory is working against him now. That float over usually works.
You know, that had to hurt not only physically, but mentally. Getting shut down like that at such a grand moment in the middle of a match. You know that's going to demoralize your opponent.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it just shows how well that these two know each other.
Yep.
Now we got Wilson here just slamming the arm against the mat.
Trying to bisect Rapture. Going for the pin, but not managing to get it.
Getting these strikes off in between. Trying to do as much damage as he can.
And here we just bisecting the spine and going for the arm once more.
Targeting the limbs. Can't fly if you don't have limbs.
Can't, I guess, especially like if you take out his arms, you take out Rapture's strongest move, the enrapturing slam.
Indeed.
Swings him around.
And then,
dropping the spine onto his knee and just a clubbing strike to his freaking sternum.
Again, why I keep a chiropractor on retainer.
And Wilson going up to the second rope. And then straight down on Enraptured Beauties.
God.
And then a massive elbow drop.
Right onto the abs. Going for that cover. 2. Kicking right out of 2. Wilson is flabbergasted.
Rapture. What do you think Rapture's workout routine is like?
I assume a lot of core and stamina work.
That makes sense.
Oh,
And
and
then Wilson.
Here we got that Gotch-style pile driver once more.
In for the pin. 1, 2. And Wilson picking up the win against Rapture. A hard-fought fight. Blood was spilled.
If not,
but it paid off.
If not the kill switch, the pile driver has been the killing blow as of late. And your winner is Wilson.
I'm still gonna call it the will switch.
Good. Don't let him know.
He doesn't watch the show, right? Right?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Yum.
Hey, where is you drove here, right?
Yeah.
Unrelated, do you mind giving me a ride home?
Yeah, sure, dude.
I'd appreciate it.
I'll take the long way home, just for you.
Long way?
Yeah. So no one can find you.
Ah.
Anyway.
I see. That's both ominous and reassuring.
I don't have any other implications, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is your main event for Flashbang for Warzone. But we have one more thing to go over. We have the Warzone moment of the week.
Reclaiming the belt I once held. That would be a sight. That would be a bout for the ages. I'd be putting a numpty who deserves it down on the ground where he belongs. But, you know something else that might fit that particular bill? Zacho Duo. A piece of gold that I've never held. A piece of gold that if I did hold, not only would I go down as one of the greatest of all time, I would repay a certain group for making fools of the Bell Brothers. I'd have the chance to give that sellout everything he has coming to him. And maybe then I would return as the savior of Flashbang. And just like London has so many times, over and over again, you can see it from the channel. You can see London has burned so many times. And just like that, so will Warzone.
Ginger Boy picking Zacho Duo as his and challenging for Zacho Duo's World Heavyweight Championship is your moment of the week, especially with
it's happening.
Especially with all the implications that he's going to bring it to Flashbang when he wins. Oof.
Oh boy, things are going to get wet and wild.
Most definitely, but that is Warzone, and that is Firing Line for this week. I would like to thank Marty. Thank you again for coming in on such short notice.
Of course, I'm more than happy to be here.
And I would also like to thank my other co-host, Robbie Slick, for coming in as well. But until then, please tune in to twitch.tv/Dr_Caliban Saturday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for MNW Warzone. And once again, please tune in to twitch.tv/Edward Bosco for Friday Night Flashbang tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Give or take if he's not busy or booked that night. But until then, from Marty and Robbie, my name is Jomo Joe, and we are signing out.
Have a good night.
Hello, Multiverse. This is the one-man bar fight, Burnout Vaughn, and I'm here to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, because we want you here on the MNW YouTube channel. Okay, is that good? Did I get a take? Do I get paid now?